Because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native speakers. Each lesson is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcast or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Alan Mogridge, the new East Carolina offensive line coach.
As an offensive lineman, I mean, if you can't get your eyes on your landmark, you can't replace your base with power, and you can't play with tight hands, you're going to have a long Saturday afternoon. So it's about how do you, yes, figuring out this drive lead step is the most important thing we can do today. And then I'm going to help you understand that is the most important thing on my mind. You can't get bored with the details.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like marinated oven roasted chicken tossed in our new hot lemon pepper sauce, kind of better. And now you can find them on the Papa Pairings menu. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each, only from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
This is Talbot Green, and I'm excited to announce our new partnership with Integrity Home Mortgage. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offer over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender. NMLS 208-516.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
It's me, Nancy Garcia.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Excitement time.
Clam down! Clam down! Clam down! Clam down! Hurry! We're going dancing, baby!
They picked us last. They picked us last. And now we're going dancing. We're going dancing.
How about those friggin' Pirates?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Beautiful day in eastern North Carolina, and a lot to talk about on today's show on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on Facebook Live. You can find us on YouTube as well, and online, pr927fm.com. We got a lot to talk about. It is opening day in Major League Baseball. We'll run down those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck, and the Orioles and Red Sox tied at 1 right now. In the third, the Braves, a 4-2 lead over the Nationals in the 6th inning, so we'll keep an eye on those coming up throughout today's show. Coming up in the second hour of today's show, we'll talk to Brandon Manning, former Pirate. We'll talk ECU baseball. Pirates on the road at Houston this weekend. At 4:25, we will play another edition of Name That Sound. At 5 o'clock, how about the ECU softball team going to Chapel Hill, getting a win last night? We'll talk to the head coach of the softball Pirates, Shane Winkler. And we had to push Jeff Nadeau, Barstool Sports, to Friday, but we will hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick and Blake Harrell, offensive and defensive coordinator of the Pirates, as they spoke yesterday after spring practice. So we got all that coming up. Ellerbe later on this hour. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt, Jenny Shelton as well. And a special guest to my left, Cornell Powell, J.H. Rose great, Clemson Tiger, Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs, joining us. Cornell, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm blessed. How you living?
I'm living large. Great to have you here. I'm a Conley guy, Cornell.
Unfortunately.
I've already had you and RV, Ronald Vincent, on this week. So to my Conley folks, I'm not trading sides. I'm just talking to some important rampants this week.
Surely.
Yeah, I'm making that change. Cornell, what are you up to? What are you doing here in Greenville?
Man, just here visiting family, trying to set some seeds, plant some seeds for my camp that I'm having coming up July 15th. I'm trying to get some sponsors, get some people to donate, and just try to make it a good time for the kids coming on that day. So
that gonna be out at Rose?
It's gonna be at J.H. Rose from 9 to 1 again. So save the date. Flyer should be up at the end of this week, so tomorrow. And, we're going to go from there.
All right, so still time July 15th, and you'll have a website and stuff people can check out, too.
Website, it's a sign-up link. We're probably going to cap it off at 250 people, completely free. So it's going to be first come, first serve. I have 2 nephews, so it's only 248 spots there. But from there, we go from there.
That's cool, man. Love to hear those stories of athletes giving back. And how many of those camps did you go to when you were a kid growing up,
Tons of camps, but none of them were free, so you had to scrape up money.
Yeah.
It takes a village for real. So I was blessed to have good people around me, but I went to a lot of camps, and, so it was always been my dream to have my own camp with my name on it and to give back to the kids, completely free. They don't have to worry about anything but coming, learning, and having fun.
That's really cool. Cornell, I want to talk about kind of your football life and your life here in Greenville. So where did it begin for you? When did you first start playing football?
I started playing football here when I was 5 years old. Coach Cornell Bernie, his father figure, man, to a lot of people in this city. So he really helped me out. He put the ball in my hand, and then, I hit the ground running. Went to Rose, went to CMEPS. Shout out to my Bulldogs. And then from there went to Clemson. Now I'm with the Chiefs, playing for Super Bowls.
You skipped over a lot of stuff. Yeah, like it was an easy process. Yeah. When you played at Rose, everybody said, you were the most electric player they've seen live. And I don't know, I've never experienced anything like that. What was that like, hitting that football field, knowing you were the best player on the field?
Oh man, first off, I followed in some great footsteps. All the greats: Andre Johnson, Tyron Laffenhaus, Jonathan Williams. Man, the list goes on. And so I just wanted to go out there, represent those guys. They paved the way for me. So just wanted to go out there and represent those guys. Derek Carr. I'm not what's his name? Derek Cox, DB. So just wanted to go out there and try to play for the name on the front of my jersey, the Rampants. And every game I didn't take it for granted. Knowing I was the best player, I had that in my mind, but I still want to go out there and prove it. I had so much to prove. A lot of people said I wasn't going to be able to do what I did in high school or on this level and stuff. So that was always in the back of my mind as well. And when I got there, I just wanted to show everyone that I belonged. And, this is not the end for me. I had bigger goals, and I was fortunate enough to make it to the league. So.
You always got to have that chip on the shoulder. Well, so then you go from the man to going to Clemson, where everybody was the man in high school. So what was that like, getting used to college football and Clemson?
It was exciting. It taught me how to compete. Taught me how to just go in and put in the work each and every day. You gotta go above and beyond on that level. You gotta really dedicate yourself. It's a grind. Year round. Playing high school, you play all the different sports, but when you get to college, you focus on one sport. So, you just had to be dedicated to your craft. And every day, man, I just try to get better each and every day. I shout out to all my teammates that I had. They pushed me. Some of the best practices. I had some of the best practices there. Half the time, the practice was better than the games. So
yeah.
With all the talent that we had, but it was definitely a stepping stone for me. That being there and just. Doing what I love with a group of guys who love to play football as well. So
yeah, and it's crazy to ask this question. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you'd say, well, why did you transfer? Why'd you leave? Now we're saying, like, why'd you stay? Like, it's so easy to get up and leave. So talk about those decisions to stay in Clemson.
I wanted to leave. I did. I wanted to leave junior year. I talked to my mom. She told me to stick it out, and she wanted me to get my degree. And then after I got my degree, she was like, if you still want to leave, you can go. And then the COVID year happened, what gave me another year of eligibility. But, nothing easy is, nothing worth having comes easy. So I just wanted to stick it out. Being at Clemson, it puts you in so many more rooms than, being other places. So going through that grind, and it's not like I was playing behind, Joe Smo.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
Everybody who I played behind ended up making it to the NFL. So it's like, that list of names, it holds weight. So I wanted to be another one of those guys and show that, whenever my time was, it happened in my 5th year, put the ball in my hands, I could go out there and make a play too. And, that's what happened.
I'm going off memory here. Was it the Notre Dame kind of your breakout, the big game?
The game before Notre Dame, actually, was the Syracuse game. But the Notre Dame game really stamped it.
Yeah.
And from there, it was up. Everybody had to see me. So, it just went from there.
And on to the NFL. You said, when did you first think or have that dream to get to the NFL? Was it when you were 5? Was it when you were at Epps?
It was when I was 5 years old.
Really?
And I went out there, my first practice, I had a Carolina Panthers uniform on. It's crazy. My mom probably still has it, but I knew from that day I wanted to be in the NFL, and I was going to do everything in my power to get there.
Who did you want to be? Was it Steve Smith back then?
My favorite player was Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Me being a 6 foot guy, he's only probably like 5'9",
right.
5'10", but just having that dog mentality, regardless of who's in front of you, regardless of the circumstances, just go out there and be the best player on the field, regardless.
So you realize that dream, you're in the NFL. Then you see the business side of it, right? Where it's practice squad, it's roster, it's waived, it's going through waivers. So you deal with all that. Is it all you thought it would be? There's good and bad to it, right?
I take it all. And, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be there. And whenever I'm on that field, I just never take it for granted. Just go out there and show them that I belong there. And I was able to be activated this year. I played 3 games and stuff, so it was a dream come true. Running down that field, coming out the tunnel. It's just something that a few people can say they did. And I'm one of those few. So
and you played at some awesome places. Rose has great crowds on Friday nights, but then you go to Clemson with the Rock and all that, and now they say Arrowhead is like a college atmosphere, right?
Loud. It's crazy. The fans are rowdy. They're gonna let the ref know when he missed the call. They're gonna, scream your name. It's amazing, man. I wouldn't want to play for any other crowd.
So, and you're under contract right now with Kansas City.
I re-signed for another year, so I'm excited to get back to work.
I was going to ask you, what kind of crazy stuff does Patrick Mahomes do at practice, but we see it on Sundays during the game. So, like, he shows us everything he's got.
That's exactly how he plays. The no-look passes, the sidearms,
yeah,
unbelievable throws that he makes. You know, he's so intelligent, and how he orchestrates the offense, it's amazing, man. And just like, you just got to go in there and fill your role, and you know, the ball's gonna come to you. So.
Andy Reid comes off from the way outside as a very likable coach, likable guy. Is that how he is?
Yeah,
you guys?
He's really like a dad out there. He doesn't holler, he doesn't scream. He'll pull you to the side. Hey, this is, you know, you need to do this and that. But he wants everyone to, you know, reach their full potential. He's gonna put you in a position to be successful. So, you know, I'm so grateful to be playing under him, learning so much. He's so knowledgeable of the game. I've learned a lot for sure these past 2 years.
Well, I'm a Washington fan, so give me some good notes on Eric Bieniemy. He moves over from Kansas City to Washington. What about Coach Bieniemy?
He's gonna bring passion. He's gonna bring hunger. He has a chip on his shoulder as well. So I'm excited to see him, you know, evolve and really just get the reins of the offense and show what he can do. And he's definitely going to get a head coaching job in the next couple of years.
Yeah, it looks like he's well earned it. And that's part of the business side too, right? Yeah. You get to know your teammates, your brothers, your coaches, and you look around and they're not here, and it's taking one day at a time, right?
Yeah, you got to, man. The locker room, your locker mate could be someone totally different the next day. And you just got to keep going, just make sure that you're not one of those moving pieces.
Cornell Powell joining us, J.H. Rose Star, who went on to obviously great things at Clemson and now with the Kansas City Chiefs. And what do you do with your Super Bowl ring? Or have you got them yet?
Get it June 15th.
Yeah, I hadn't got it yet.
Can't wait. I know it's gonna be crazy. You know, I got 2 national champions, but being a world champion is gonna be a different feeling when they put that ring on my finger. So.
I'm running out of fingers, man.
And I got about 12 of them now.
that's nuts. Yeah. Are you gonna wear it? You gonna put it in a safe?
I'll wear it to special events, you know, weddings or dinners, stuff like that.
So you might have it in time for your camp then.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna bring it back for the camp.
Definitely. That'll be something to show the kids.
My family see it.
July 15th is the camp date, and more info coming out later this week on that, and then we'll let people know where they can go and sign up, and limited spots, so you want to get in quick for the official name, Cornell Powell Football Camp.
Cornell Powell Football Camp.
It's got a good ring to it.
Yeah.
All right, so Cornell, what's the rest of your off season like? Like, what are the key dates coming up for you as far as, you know, being with the Chiefs?
So phase 1 starts April 16th, but I think it's gonna be virtual. So still be training, still working and stuff like that, but I'll be here and there, man. Probably go travel a little bit more. Camp starts in August, so you know I'm really preparing for that. OTAs and stuff is April through June, I believe, and then you get a little break before camp. August comes, training camp starts, and that's when the business begins.
And that reminds me, Mecole Hardman is a Jet now.
He's a Jet.
Yeah, and do you keep up with all this stuff, kind of seeing where everybody goes?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You know, being a part of the Chiefs, you know, you want to see who's in your room, see what you're going against, see who you're playing with and stuff. Mecole was a great role model for me, great leader for me. He definitely took me under his wing, and then this past year with Juju, man, he was like a brother, bro. He really is a solid dude. So definitely gonna miss those two, you know. But we got to keep rolling, man. We got to keep going. We're trying to get to another Super Bowl.
I'm sure everybody wants to know, what kind of person is Travis Kelce away from the field?
He's fun. He's
the same guy he is on the field, I guess.
Exciting. You know, he's always gonna bring the energy for sure. So. If you ever get a chance to hang around him or be around him, you'll know it. You'll remember it.
And it seems like you guys play, and I've talked to Chiefs fans about this, it's like a fun brand of football. It's probably fun to be there day in, day out, right?
It is, man. The trick plays. I know y'all seen when Kelce pitched the ball back or whatever. Like, we do that in practice, so it's like nobody really tripping on it. You know what I mean? Because he really do that in practice every day. It's not something that he just came up with. But it's a fun environment, definitely at practice. But we compete, we get after it, man, and you know, we bring the best out of each other.
And man, you've been around some great coaches, but some unique coaches as well. Dabo's kind of a lightning rod. So what was he like as a coach?
Sweeney, man, he's fun. He's God driven, which is great, especially playing for a guy like that, having those principles he instilled in the team, man, you just can't go wrong with being under Coach Sweeney. He's just a fun dude, man. What you see on TV is what you see, like what we get behind the cameras every day. He's gonna let you know. He's gonna let you know when you're doing good. He's gonna let you know when you're doing bad. But he's always gonna keep it real with you. So,
were you at a pro day the other day for ECU?
No, I didn't make it.
You didn't make it out there? Isaiah Winstead, C.J. Johnson, and we can throw Ryan Jones in there as well, tight end, trying to make it to the league. If I don't know, what advice do you give guys if they ask you, what should I do here? These conversations with teams, like what would you tell them?
Just be honest, and just be yourself. I mean, really, your love of the game will stick out. You know what I mean? I think NFL teams are looking for guys who just want to be there, who just want to play. You know what I mean? No matter the position, whatever you think you play, you got to be willing to, evolve and be versatile. Special teams means a lot in the NFL.
Yeah.
You can win or lose a game off that. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're a starter on special teams, you're a starter in the NFL. Just have that mindset, like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get on this field.
Did you get any weird questions from teams when you were going through that process, the draft process? I always hear about, like, are you a dog or a cat, or what kind of tree are you, that crap?
They ask questions to see where you are mentally, to see how you react. So don't be quick to jump at those questions. I mean, they ask off the wall questions, man. But just keep your composure and just answer to the best of your ability.
Cornell Powell, elite athlete, great player, but can't hang at sports trivia at AJ's. You saw you walked in, and it
was crazy. That question was crazy.
You walked in on like the most complicated one.
Yeah,
I wish I could have explained it to you.
Yeah,
but
I walked in and I didn't know what I was walking into.
But cool. What's it like being back here? I guess you come back here often, I guess, but like. You were at AJ's last night. I was explaining how to get to Pirate Radio. You were like, "Oh yeah, I know the library. I know." So, does it change year to year when you come back, or
It doesn't change much, but every time I come back, it's a new building up here.
Right.
The building on the corner of the technology building. It's a new building here, a new building there, construction everywhere. So I love to see my city growing, man, and I just want to help it grow even more. We're just a small city, but. The people here are great. The love here is great. Every time I come home, for everyone, I'm running around doing a million things.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it's hard to see everybody, so I try to find an event where I can gather everyone and just mingle around. I'm going to be at the RV's what is it called? Like his announcement for
his honor. Yeah, he's getting honored.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be there today. Hopefully, I see a lot of people from Rosedale.
Did you play baseball, Rose?
I did. I played my senior year. I made the team, played center field and stuff. Man, it was fun. That journey, we went to the playoffs and everything. I actually played baseball up until ninth grade, and then baseball and track were in the same season. So
right.
I chose track for football purposes.
You play basketball too?
Play basketball too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I try to do it all. You got to. You never know what your niche is until you do it. So.
You were so good. You probably didn't feel pressure, but was it like less pressure maybe playing baseball and basketball because your focus was football? You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely less pressure. I love basketball. Basketball was one of my first loves. Playing with Team Future, Swiss City Magic, and all that stuff. Man, I love playing basketball. We play it in the locker room every day and stuff with the Chiefs. So. I love basketball, being from North Carolina, just the hoop state. So, love basketball, but baseball was a sport that you can't take a break from, and I took like 4 years off and tried to jump back into it. Big difference. Big difference.
What would the coffee table look like with the letters you got in high school? Like, was that stressful for you and your family?
I threw it away my senior year before I went to Clemson. I had like 3 or 4 big boxes, just letters, flyers and all that stuff, man. It was fun getting. I never let it overwhelm me because I was just so happy to be getting attention from all these schools, man, and it was a blessing. So,
if you didn't go to Clemson, where were you going?
If I didn't go to Clemson, I wanted to go to NC State, but long story short, things didn't work out. So I chose Clemson. I definitely don't regret my decision.
Yeah.
My true answer though. Is I was going to ECU before Ruffin and Lincoln Riley left.
Really?
If they didn't leave, I was staying home.
Oh, boy.
So they left. Lincoln went to Oklahoma.
Cut the phone lines. That's going to cause a stir.
He told me, he said, I'm going to give you a year off from recruiting you because I'm going to Oklahoma. I'm going to come back and get you. But by that time, it was my junior year. I was already committed to Clemson.
Right.
The year off he took. And, I didn't look back. But
man, oh, man.
Could have been a Pirate.
Could have been Kurt throwing to Cornell Powell. Instead, we had neither one here in Greenville. But there's the story from Cornell Powell. Cornell, awesome to get to meet you, man. It's great. I've heard about the legend, of course, and being a Conley guy, I kind of had to dislike you a little bit, but you're all right. You did. You certainly did. But once again, and we'll get out the details when you finalize everything, but July 15th, Cornell Powell football camp, free, you said?
July 15th, football camp at J.H. Rose from 9 to 1 p.m. Completely free. 200 spots, so it's limited. First come, first serve. Flyer should be out by this Friday, tomorrow. Then we got it coming up. We're going to do a book drive at the beginning of the school year next year. In October, trying to do a mammogram bus, going to a couple neighborhoods for early detection of breast cancer. So I got a couple things cooking up.
Man, putting your name and fame to good use. That's awesome stuff, dude. That's great. Cornell, keep up the good work. Congratulations, and good luck with the Chiefs, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Cornell Powell joining us today to kick off Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. A lot more to go on this Thursday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Jeff Stein, our special guest from Brown & Wood. Hey, Jeff, electric cars are coming. What's that mean for Brown & Wood customers?
For the customers, like it or not, EV is coming. We've installed 5 electric vehicle chargers here at the dealership. We have the all-new Cadillac Lyriq coming at 1st of 2024, and we've just seen the first reservation for the new Sierra EV.
People are interested in electric vehicles. How can they get up with you?
They can visit us at brownandwood.net or 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal. To make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Man, awesome to catch up with Cornell Powell. Great guy, and I got to hang out with him a little bit last night at AJ's, and his Uncle Willie, who is a diehard Pirate Radio fan. He was referencing fifth quarter callers from yesteryear. And he enjoys the show. He said, man, Shirley is quick to hang up on somebody. I love it. And he was asking, where's Nicholas in Farmville? And all kinds of stuff. So a big-time fan. Shout out Uncle Willie. And thanks to Cornell Powell for dropping by. With the little nugget for Pirate fans to nibble on Ellerbe, as Jonathan Ellerbe joins us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Would have been a pirate if Ruff and Lincoln were still here.
Yeah.
So there's what could have been.
Should go back and listen, folks, in case you missed it. Great interview. Just an awesome person giving back to the community. But said Ruff and Lincoln, they'd have stayed paired up. You mentioned it, Ben Kirk to
Powell.
You always, I mean, there's
in my fantasy ECU world, that's happening right now.
You know, one time you posed the question, what would have been a great 30 for 30? maybe some what ifs around your favorite college team or pro sports team.
Just the dominoes effect.
The dominoes of what could have happened if. You know, and you could do it with any sports team, but certainly just a nice guy, and glad he's doing great things. And man, racked up a lot of awards and rings along his athletic career.
Alex on YouTube says Doc Rivers staring gif after hearing he would have come here if Lincoln didn't leave and Ruff didn't get fired. So yeah, that's another great what if in Pirate sports. We have so many of those throughout the years. Ellerbe, David West was going to come here and play basketball, remember, and went on to be an Xavier Hall of Famer and NBA great.
Yeah,
and
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, if he could have signed and instead of just committing, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Gore is a national, Chandler, and right now your Nationals are trailing my Braves 4-2 as they play in the bottom of the seventh inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Speaking of the Braves, excited about Dale Murphy. Going to be here on Sunday. Got an awesome crowd of folks that are going to join us this weekend. So thanks to all the folks that bought tickets and tables. It's going to be an absolute cool event to hear from the legendary Atlanta Brave, Dale Murphy. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Clip Carey doing some Brave chats with him as well. Maybe ask him a few questions.
Can't wait to meet Dale. I want to ask Dale about Skip Carey and, his memories of him because I'm sure they probably hung out behind the scenes at times and just want to know the kind of man that Skip Carey was, because he was my favorite to listen to Night in, night out on the Superstation, TBS.
When you weren't watching Mama's Family, you were watching Skip Carey.
I knew when Sanford and Son was coming to an end, it was time for Braves baseball.
Nothing was more disappointing to a young Clip Rock to go flip on the TV and find Sanford and Son on. Knowing it was a rain delay at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
Andy Griffith went out. You're a great man, but if I see you when the Braves are supposed to be playing, and it's got that little weather delay in the bottom right, I'm upset. So, but there you go. Looking forward to Dale Murphy this weekend.
Couple of notes I want business to get out of the way real quick. Very positive news to get out of the way, Clip Rock. I talked to our friends at Jersey Mike's. We had Wes Shepard on the other day. They had their day of giving on Wednesday. Hopefully everybody got out and ate lunch, dinner, or any time of day at Jersey Mike's yesterday. Well, a lot of people did. They raised over $138,000 on their day of giving. 100% of that going to the Children's Hospital here in Greenville. So congratulations to Jersey Mike's, and congratulations to anybody that helped make that awesome, huge day for their day of giving. Certainly just a tremendous day. And then you may have seen on our social media, we donated and presented the check to Cliff Godwin and to the North Carolina ALS Foundation. $4,000 we were able to donate to them to help them raise over $15,000 total during Mustache March. So certainly all the people that came out and bought Jungle Nation t-shirts, it was a big success, and looking forward to doing it again soon. So just some awesome way, just with Cornell Powell being here talking about what he's giving back, that free football camp for the community, and then a couple other big community things that really we were tied into, but really is the people that helped make it happen. And I just wanted to let everybody know the successes of living in a great place like Greenville, North Carolina.
All right, Ellerbe, I noticed to my left you have some written notes.
Homework.
I've got.
Did you?
I got a lot of papers here, and none of them are homework.
You didn't do your homework? Most famous alums?
I'll have it ready for next Tuesday, or I'd rather just go ahead and hear yours and talk about it today.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure Chandler... I'm sure Chandler is more than prepared.
Because if we could get 2 out of 3 who did their homework, that'd be good. We could have a good discussion. So,
Right.
Chandler, this one's on you, buddy. No?
Chandler. Dog ate his homework?
Well, why can't we just go? I think the fun thing about homework is when you do it in class as you go along.
When in doubt, look about.
All right. So are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay.
I've got my computer ready.
All right, so for those just tuning in, when the ECU football schedule first came out, we decided to rank the opponents by their fight song. And then we said, you know what? We got a long off season here.
Ellerbe can't really provide any more content, so let's just get him to do some homework.
Let's do fun stuff.
Yeah.
Ellerbe likes doing work.
Yes.
Ellerbe's a big work guy. So he said, all right, every Tuesday when Ellerbe's here, let's rank the football opponents in a different topic each day. We have done fight songs. We have done where you want to visit. We have done best football alums while they were in college. And there was another, I believe we did as well. Mascot. We ranked the mascots.
Yeah. So, and usually, I mean, you said Tuesday, and most people listening know it is Thursday right now. But Tuesday I was bumped because of Coach Schwartz was going to be here, but we rescheduled him, and then we did the Jersey Mike's things. But that's why I'm here on Thursday. So you guys had extra days to do the homework, and really just don't have much excuses for yourself.
No, you're right. Much like Chandler, I am a procrastinator. Of course, if you never do it at all, you can't even be considered a procrastinator, right? You just don't do it.
Yeah. Basically, you get in school, it'd be a 0.
Correct. But Chandler likes to go on the fly. He said he's good off the cuff, so we'll see.
Okay.
So what we're doing this week, we're going down the football schedule and ranking the non-athlete alums. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Well, I did have some athletes thrown in there when I went through the list, but I mean, I'm just going to throw those. I went through for most schools and got multiple names of some that I know who the number one is going to be, in my opinion, but I also added some extra names just for either some debate or did you know that person went to that school?
All right.
That's just kind of my philosophy of how I went through the list. Instead of just going through and picking one name and only delivering that, which is probably a good thing since you guys don't have a list to compare and contrast, I'll just throw out all the names I got, and then you guys rank them.
All right. Please mention that we didn't do our homework as much as you possibly can during this segment.
Yes.
All right.
Paddling after this segment.
First game at Michigan in the Big House, September 2nd. Still waiting on a kickoff time for that game and all the other games. All right, Ellerbe, there's got to be a ton of Michigan alums.
Okay, of course, obvious sports guys we talked, I think Tom Brady and Derek Jeter. Did you know that?
Derek Jeter?
He didn't go to Michigan.
He went. He was going to go to Michigan, maybe.
Okay, he didn't. So Mike Trout went to ECU. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Derek Jeter did not go to Michigan. He didn't go to college.
He went straight out of high school.
Yes.
To the Yankees. Okay, so here's the list based on my research, which is better than yours. Madonna.
I don't know. Right now, it's
Madonna's
not.
on my list.
Madonna went to Michigan for 2 years.
That is wild.
James Earl Jones.
Baseball.
Also Darth Vader.
Yes.
This is just kind of a fun one. Alice from the Brady Bunch. and V. Jones. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Going through the list. Former President Gerald Ford. He played football at Michigan.
Yeah.
And then my last fun one was Adam Schefter.
Shefty. Okay. Rich Eisen also.
He went to Michigan as well.
Michigan,
so obviously, I think the obvious choice of most famous.
Troy's sister.
Yeah, well, there you go. Throwing that in there. But I think obviously Madonna, hands down, is the most famous alum. Known worldwide.
Madonna. What's your favorite Madonna song, Ellerbe?
Maybe if Shirley bolted out like a prayer right now.
You might.
Shirley, what's your favorite Madonna? I know you got a favorite Madonna song.
Oh gosh, there's two of them. One is it's a deep track off of the Material Girl album.
Deep
it's
cut
called
Shirley.
Where's the Party?
Okay.
And then probably the other one would be. Just because it was attached to one of my favorite movies, This Used to Be My Playground, which was the theme song from A League of Their Own.
Okay, there you go. Chandler, Madonna song, you got one?
Material Girl.
There you go. All right, Madonna, Michigan. Sounds good, Ellerbe.
Marshall. This one's hands down just like Michigan. It's a no-brainer, but I'll throw out my one. Did you know NC State coach Kevin Keats went to Marshall?
Did not.
Did not know that.
Now you know. Billy Crystal, most famous Marshall alum.
Wow.
No way.
Billy Crystal.
He had to go somewhere up north.
That's what I thought. When I did my Google research, maybe my Googling wasn't so good.
Billy Crystal. How about that? No, I believe you. I want to see. Yeah, Crystal attended Marshall University in Huntington. Do you know the rest of that sentence? On a baseball scholarship.
Well, of course.
He does take BP like with the Yankees or play spring training.
He's always loved baseball.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal, Marshall. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah. Movie where they're on the horses.
City Slickers.
City Slickers. Great film.
Yes.
All right. That's pretty cool.
You know what he did in the movie City Slickers?
He was no, what?
A radio salesman. Remember, because when he goes to his kid's class, and the big construction guy's up there talking about yelling at some woman not to get hit by a crane, and he's cussing and all that, and then he goes up there and tells, like, you guys listen to the radio? They're like, oh, you're on the air? And they're like, no. He's like, what do you do? He's like, I write the commercials. They're like, okay.
Do you go to Hunter's class?
Yeah, and so it's like son's like sliding down into the seat.
That's great. Did not remember that part of it.
Go back and Google that scene up. It's kind of a classic scene.
Norman. Wasn't there a little...
that was the cow.
Cow named Norman, yeah. Great movie. All right, Madonna, Billy Crystal. Who's next?
You
got some?
Mike D'Antoni went to Marshall.
Yes.
All right.
His brother was the basketball coach recently.
Mark?
There's the older guy.
Yeah,
but
and they used to score a bunch of points and give up a bunch of points.
Yeah. So, ready to move on to app there, Chan?
The lady, she just passed away, but she was the lady in 2.5 Men, and she's also Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Conchata Farrell.
Huh?
She went to Marshall.
Can I buy a vowel?
Conchata?
You're a big Mr. Deeds guy, so. Yes. All right, moving on.
App State, you ready?
Yeah.
App State. Here's a fast little fact. We started with Kevin Keats last time with Marshall. I didn't know Paul Johnson, former Georgia Tech coach, went to App State. Did you?
I did not. No, he went there.
Now you know. So the next three are kind of out there.
Are they going to be country music stars?
Well, one of them is, and I think there's another one that I'd missed. But Eric Church went to App State. Franklin Graham, son of Billy Graham, who's kind of taken over that, went to App State. And then, Charlotte Flair.
I'm going to go Charlotte Flair, the champion.
Come on, Luke Combs
I was
also
going to say
went.
Luke Combs was another one.
Yeah, was he the other one that went to App State? So what do you? Who's the most recognizable person, the country or the wrestler?
Yeah, well, I mean, in the religious world, it would be Graham.
Franklin
right?
Graham, yeah.
No, that's a good question.
In the country world, I would say Luke Combs right now.
Luke Combs over Eric Church?
Right now in country music, yes.
Okay. So you're going to go Luke Combs or Charlotte Flair?
I'm going Charlotte Flair.
I'm going Luke Combs.
Well, we'll go Charlotte Flair, 2 versus 1.
All right, that's fine.
All right, there we go.
Can we take a break?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
finish this
Let's
next
do that.
segment? All right.
Gardner Webb. Interesting. A lot of interesting.
Do you have some names?
I could only come up with one.
Okay, all right. We'll tease that. What field are they in?
And it's sports. Here's the good news. If you think you're going to be famous, go to Gardner Webb. You could potentially be their most famous alum pretty fast.
And you'll be getting a lot of letters to donate money.
Yes.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. John Moody says Charlotte Flair is queen. Speaking of queen, the prop queen, Ariel Epstein, will join us next Tuesday on the show. Just contacted her, so she's fired up. Yankees opening day around Major League Baseball. The Braves leading the Nationals 4-2, heading into the bottom of the 8th. And how about the O's? They are off to a 5-2 lead against the Red Sox as they play in the 5th on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
Thank you. More to go. Pirate Radio Live back after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. They're open every day and have live music every night, along with 18 big screen TVs to watch all your favorite sporting events. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesdays, it's line dancing. Thursday night is the dance party with DJ Kid Scene. And live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow The Buck on Instagram for more information on scheduled events, and we'll see you at The Buck.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Greenville's first ever Texas Fusion restaurant is now open for lunch. That's right. The Sidebar, located right beside the Dickinson Avenue Public House, now offers lunch Tuesday through Friday from 11:30 to 2:30. Come take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest food items around. Whether it's the honey chipotle chicken sandwich, smoked brisket tacos, chicken tortilla soup, chicken tinga nachos, or keep it simple with chips and salsa. To keep up with our ever-changing menu, food and drink specials, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
Zero means zero at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Zero minimum purchase, zero interest, zero sales tax. Today at Bostic Sugg, zero gets you everything. Beautiful sofas, sectionals, and motion furniture, dining sets, and bedrooms. Then get a discount equal to double the sales tax or 72 months zero interest with zero minimum purchase. Plus, sleep better on a new Restonic or Serta mattress with a power base. Zero means zero, but there's zero time to waste. So hurry to Bostic Sugg Furniture.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get Which one?
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006 and are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Wish we could do some MLB trivia. I'll name players in a lineup. You tell me what team I'm talking about, because this one looks weird. Dansby Swanson, Cody Bellinger, Trey Mancini, Eric Hosmer. They are all members of the Chicago Cubs. They lead the Brewers 4-0 right now. Dansby, 2 hits and an RBI in his Cubs debut. That on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Duck Buck. Orioles add a run. They're up 6-2 on Boston. We'll have some O's baseball coming your way throughout the Major League season. Braves 4-2 over the Nats in the 8th inning. All right, Ellerbe is, and Chandler and I are chiming in because we didn't do our homework, running through the most famous non-athlete alums of each school on the ECU football schedule. So far, we've got Madonna for Michigan, Billy Crystal for Marshall, and Charlotte Flair for Appalachian State.
Yes.
All right, Gardner Webb, Ellerbe. Who's next?
It was just one name I came up with. I didn't really know anybody else. It was Artis Gilmore.
Okay. I mean legend. Yeah.
I can't. There was anybody else that knows a more famous person than Artis Gilmore that went to Gardner Webb. Please chime in and let us know, and we will correct it later in this show or down the shows down the road. So
all right, Artis Gilmore.
Just go with that one.
All right, let's go to Rice. I think they're you got to be pretty smart to go to Rice.
Yeah, guy that was way before our time, Howard Hughes. You know who that is?
How do I know that name?
There was a 2004 movie called The Aviator. He was like one of the most wealthiest and influential people back in the early 20s, 30s, 40s. He did movies. He was a business magnate. He was just kind of he's a pilot. But he ended up, he's kind of a weird dude.
All right.
But Howard Hughes is the guy from Rice. Anybody else has got a more famous one, I'm willing to listen.
Okay.
And I think he's one of those guys that withdrew. A lot of these people withdrew, never really graduated, but kind of connected. Kind of, I guess Sandra Bullock at East Carolina.
Yeah, but if you take one class, you're considered an alum,
right?
I believe.
Yeah, so there we go.
All right.
And you and Chandler can't dispute Howard Hughes.
Nope. Next, SMU.
SMU, an interesting list. So a couple names. You just had Cornell Powell here. How about Lamar Hunt and Clark Hunt?
All right, Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
NFL.
Yeah, so that's popular. Payne Stewart went to SMU. Former First Lady Laura Bush, which is why occasionally George Bush has been at SMU games. Of course, he lives in that area.
Yeah, he'll go sit courtside and stuff at basketball.
But now, there's more of a connection now if his wife is with him because they went there. Kathy Bates, the actress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know her?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Great actress.
And then in honor of Jeff Charles, I think this might be the most famous one, Kourtney Kardashian.
Yep. Are you serious?
Kourtney Kardashian went to SMU.
Wow.
Also, Brian Baumgartner from The Office.
Oh, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a pretty good list.
But when you have to say his name and what he did, then that can't be the most famous. So if you're going Kourtney Kardashian, Kathy Bates, Laura Bush, Payne Stewart, Lamar Hunt, the NFL trophy's named after him.
Yeah,
Clark Hunt not as famous because he's just the son.
But he's the one now.
He's running the Chiefs right now. He's running the Chiefs right now.
Except in the trophy.
Right.
Yeah.
But Lamar Hunt's more famous.
Kourtney Kardashian, if you polled most famous, that would win today.
Today, right now, if you put Kourtney Kardashian Kardashian versus Lamar Hunt, more people would know who Kourtney Kardashian is.
Yeah, but I think you're underselling Kathy Bates.
Really?
Yeah.
Name her top 3 movies.
Misery, Waterboy,
Fried green tomatoes.
boom.
Wow. Maybe so.
Yeah.
Did you mention Jim Irsay?
Hello. Can we play Jim Rome talking about Jim Irsay for the next 30 minutes? Crazy owner of the Colts.
Sorry, is your vote in for Kathy Bates?
Yeah, but I'm ready to be outvoted.
Studio B?
So Kourtney Kardashian.
Studio B, what do you got?
In honor of Jeff, I'll go Kourtney Kardashian. The Kardashians are so popular.
But is Kourtney Kardashian popular? Kim Kardashian's popular.
Right.
Oh, true.
But and
is she one of the sisters?
On the popularity of Kardashians, where does Kourtney Kardashian rank in the Kardashian polls?
So there's Kim, there's Khloe,
there's Kourtney,
and
then there's
Mama.
Rob.
And then there's the other ones. There's like the younger ones are like billionaires with their makeup companies and stuff or whatever. But
all right,
that was Bruce Jenner's kids, I think.
Give me Kardashian.
Were you aware that Josh McCown went to SMU?
No.
Wow.
All right, there we
He's
go.
definitely not on the list.
So Kardashian wins. You ready for UNC Charlotte?
Let's go to Charlotte.
UNC Charlotte.
Cornbread Maxwell.
Cornbread
That's not on the list.
but he's on basketball.
Yeah.
But really, the one that I think's the winner is going to be Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken, also a Leesville High School graduate who went to high school with my wife.
Of course. What does she say about him as a high school kid? Were they in the same
He was
circle?
kind of a quiet, nerdy guy, and, but ended up, he was always nice, but certainly, obviously, dude won American Idol, right?
For those wondering, I'm looking up where Ruben Studdard went to college. Wasn't he the one with Clay Aiken?
Yeah, did Clay beat him, right? Clay won American Idol. I'm trying to, or did Ruben
That's
Studdard?
correct.
Ruben,
No.
Ruben won. Clay came in second.
But Clay ended up being more famous.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Right. So Clay's the winner. He's more famous than Cornbread Maxwell, even though he's from Kinston.
Ruben went to Alabama A&M, for those asking.
All right. When
so
we play
Clay
them,
Aiken.
we'll get that on.
UTSA. Who is a road runner, Ellerbe?
This is tough. This is tough on me because there's a rapper, and he may be an actor named Travis Scott, which is not his real name. That's his stage name. I really don't know much about him, but he was kind of number one. But also, remember Michelle Beadle?
Of course.
She was on
ESPN.
on ESPN and stuff. So I recognized her because I'm not very good in the music industry. So I don't know. Y'all debate Michelle or Travis, whoever's the most famous.
I've heard of Travis Scott. I couldn't name a song, but I would say if you polled everyone today, he would win. I think he's famous.
Very big rapper in today's world.
The Roadrunner, Travis Scott.
Okay.
There we go.
Tulane.
Kind of a lot of political stuff in Tulane. Ashley Biden, daughter of President Biden.
Let me guess one. That James Carville, or is he LSU?
He went to LSU.
Okay. I always hear the Cajun in his voice talking.
So here's my setup for this. Ashley Biden, daughter of Joe Biden, Newt Gingrich.
Okay.
And so what if you had those two on the trifecta on Jerry Springer's show, who's also an alum?
Oh, Springer wins.
I know. So Springer wins, but I was just trying to set up you put Biden and Gingrich on Jerry Springer's show to let them fight it out of who's the most famous Tulane alum.
I like the idea. I thought Springer, so he was like the mayor of Cincinnati, right?
Right, but he went to
How
Tulane.
How did he get down there to Tulane? I wonder.
Maybe he got run out of New Orleans. I don't know. But Jerry Springer obviously is my vote as the most famous Tulane alum. The other one that I thought was interesting when I was doing my research is because it was one of my favorite shows many moons ago was the guy that did Entourage, Doug Elin, the producer of Entourage. I always thought it was a great show on HBO, but definitely Jerry Springer, top on my list for Tulane alums.
In 2018, Jerry Springer sat in and performed 6 songs ranging from Elvis to Tennessee Waltz with the Lazy Birds, an American roots band based out of Black Mountain, North Carolina. So there you go.
Right.
More Jerry Springer tidbits.
Thank you.
If you were in Black Mountain, you may have seen Jerry Springer perform.
My life is getting more fuller at the moment.
All right, Jerry. I'm going to have to bring that up to Corey Glore next time I talk to him.
You are not the father.
Yes.
That's Maury Povich.
Oh, sorry.
FAU's an easy one. There's not even any competition. Carrot Top.
Oh, God. He's not famous.
Carrot Top?
He is to me.
He was famous.
But there's nobody. You find a more famous FAU owl.
You do realize, too, that a lot of the classic Sports Center skits or whatever that you see on ESPN were written by him.
No, Shirley, I did not realize that.
Yeah, that's your homework.
And I've actually seen him live twice.
Okay, that makes him famous.
Yes.
Yes. Well, he's famous to me.
I get that he's famous. I'm just saying, Shannon Spake, big fan of her from FAU. Not as famous as Carrot Top, but I'm just looking at a list.
That's your homework between now and next Tuesday.
Ellerbe, I didn't do this. I didn't do this homework. You think I'm going to do that homework?
Well, yeah, that means a double zero.
Carrot Top looks so...
I know.
He
looks whacked out
now.
Oh,
my gosh.
You ready to move on?
Yeah, he's
so scary.
I think Navy's going to be a tough one.
I bet, Shirley, there are older people that probably saw him playing in the attic or something. I feel like I've heard those stories before. Carrot Top.
Yeah, he used to be on the comedy circuit at Barton when I was a student there. He came twice, along with Margaret Cho. So we saw a couple of rather nationally known
Two more, Ellerbe.
Two more. Navy. All right. Obviously,
a lot here.
If you want to avoid sports, you got to throw out David Robinson and Roger Staubach, two of the most famous stuff. But I think the guy that's going to win is the guy that was one of our presidents, Jimmy Carter, was Naval Academy. John McCain, a former presidential candidate and senator, and then Ross Perot. Did you know Ross Perot? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
I know.
Can I finish?
Everybody thinks of Dana Carvey from Saturday Night Live, but
he was an independent, right? Running.
Ross
Perot.
Yes, and then he dropped out of the race.
Yeah.
But I do think, there's been a ton of astronauts and people, ton of great people that have gone through the Naval Academy. But, Jimmy Carter was obviously a president, so unless...
He literally got the vote, so he's most popular.
Yeah, so he was the most popular.
He's popular one.
So he's going to win there.
All right, finally.
Tulsa. There's going to be a guy, I'm going to say him last because he's going to be the hands-down winner.
All right.
But obviously, if you want to keep it local, Steve Logan, former Pirate coach.
Did not know that.
Wow.
Tulsa graduate.
Wow.
Man.
So there you go. Golf, Nancy Lopez, Hank Haney, who is Tiger Woods'
He's
former
like
coach.
A coach, right?
Yeah, but that's the name. Sports, Lovie Smith went to Tulsa. Here's one of your favorites right here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe might be past y'all's stop. Shirley will know this one. Do you know who Ruth McClanahan is?
Oh, that's Golden Girls, right?
That's Blanche from the Golden Girls.
Don't say before your time. Chandler watches the Golden Girls every night.
Do you really? Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, it's one of my comfort shows.
I love that you're like, maybe before your time. Chandler watches it every night, Ellerbe.
Well, there's your promo, Shirley.
And Blanche is fantastic.
Yes. So she's a Tulsa. One that's in our industry, Paul Harvey.
All right.
That's all classic. But the guy that's going to win, better than Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Phil is a golden hurricane. He is the hands down most famous Tulsa alum.
I'm sure they're proud of that one. All right, Dr. Phil. Okay.
So, Chandler, you can talk to Dr. Phil about your crush on Ruth McClanahan.
Yeah, sure.
Without that Tulsa schooling, we never would have got Cash Me Outside. How about that, girl? How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Who would have thought we had that we're playing teams that had Jerry Springer and Dr. Phil involved?
That is awesome. All right, Ellerbe, I'm so glad you did your homework. Great segment.
What's next week? What are we doing on Tuesday? What are you guys not doing on Tuesday?
Okay, you want to come up with one since you did your homework and I'll do it this time?
Where have we been? I'm trying to think all over the board of what could be.
David, by the way, is doing his own research. He said he's working on cheerleaders in the NFL from all these schools and going to rank them.
That seems like a guy that has more time than me.
Good luck, David, with that.
But we'll appreciate your efforts and your input.
If we can't think, we can table it. We'll have something Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or unless you can think of something right now.
How about we'll take suggestions? YouTube and Facebook.
What should we rank next week with our opponents on the upcoming football schedule? All right, Ellerbe, thanks for hanging out.
All right, see you next week.
See you Tuesday. See you Sunday as the Murph.
Yeah, Dale Murphy. Looking forward to that.
All right, we'll take a break, come back. When we return, Brandon Manning. He's phoning it in today, folks. We're going to have a phoner with Brandon because he is a busy, busy man. We will talk Pirate baseball, opening day, and more. Name that sound coming up hour number 2 as well. Back with you after this.
Do you want Want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Talbot Green, and I'm excited to announce our new partnership with Integrity Home Mortgage. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offer over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
At US Cellular, you can get one line for just $29.99 with unlimited data, which is good news for you, friendly hermit who shuns society and lives in a cabin all by himself.
Wow, thanks. You know, you'd be surprised how much data a hermit goes through.
Actually, I'm not that surprised at all. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar MediSpa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmedispa.com to set up a free consultation. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE. It has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, can you play Brandon Manning's intro while I talk? Do you have that? We forgot
yes, I
last
do.
week. Hit
Hold
that real
on.
quick because Brandon Manning joins us on the phone. He does not have a lot of time. No time to dilly nor dally.
Back when I was a younger man.
Brandon, are you with us?
Now my body says, oh, you can do this, boy.
I kind of want to hear the song instead of Brandon. Play the song.
You can. I ain't as good as I once was.
All right, there you go. Brandon, getting on a jet plane, so joining us via phone. Brandon, what you up to, man?
Getting ready to board a plane. They just started boarding to Atlanta. We're going to go watch my daughter's playing in a volleyball tournament in the ATL this weekend. Starts tomorrow and play through Sunday, hopefully.
All right, so we got you for a few minutes here. Why can't ECU win a midweek game?
You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I put it out there on a few of the Facebook boards or whatever. Used to be where we were the underdogs everywhere we went, so we played with a chip on our shoulder, and, you know, we gave everybody our best shot. That was 15, 20 years ago. Now we're the bar. I mean, you look at it over the last 10 years, we're the winningest program in the state of North Carolina by about 20 or 30 games. Everybody has given us everything they got when they play us nowadays, and it's a year-changing or a year-making game when they play us, and I think we overlook a few these days. I think we're better as the underdog, but I really, honest to God, think that it's just what happened this year, and it's going to be okay. We just like last year, don't hit the panic button yet. I think we're going to be fine.
Brandon Manning joining us. Brandon, you've never sounded older than when you said, I put it up on the Facebook board and those things. That was an old man statement right there.
Well, I mean, it's what you got to do nowadays.
Brandon Manning, you can give him a call, 531-1812, schedule a review, get a free quote with Farm Bureau Insurance. He will take care of you. Perfect time to get a review of your home, auto, and life insurance. Provides our ECU baseball recap and preview here on Pirate Radio Live. I know you're going to say when the weather heats up, the Pirate bats will heat up, but that's been the main issue, I think, in these midweek games, Brandon, just the bats not showing up. And you hear Cliff Godwin, he says we got to be more competitive early. We got to have more fight. And I don't know, as a player, what does that mean? Well, you know, what do these guys have to do to be ready for next midweek?
Well, you know, I think, you know, and everybody has a different approach at the plate. Every batter's a little bit different, Clip. And I think some of our guys go up there trying, you know, a few of them try to overswing, in my opinion, here and there. And I think our guys got to get back to the basics. Let's work on hitting the barrel, let the pitcher do most of the work. If, you know, this guy's throwing 94, 95 miles an hour and he hits the sweet spot of the bat and you're not swinging that hard, it's still going to go a pretty good distance. So, you know, get back to the basics. Want to hit the barrel, not just hit a home run. So I think that's what we need to do.
All right, Eric on YouTube says, hey, Brandon, I'm watching this show on this here YouTubes. There you go. That's what he's watching on. The old YouTubes. Brandon, Pirates do not practice on Mondays. They get some individual work in, they rest up, and then play midweek Tuesday. I mean, is that a factor here, not practicing? You know, you got to give them some time off. But I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to figure out why we look so good weekend. And it's got to be level of competition, too. We're playing good midweek teams, sometimes, in the most cases, better than the weekend opponents, right?
Well, you know, that whole Monday thing, that's been, I mean, going back for years. It used to be you always had Monday afternoon off. It was an NCAA thing, rule, I think. I'm not sure if it still is. I think it is. But nowadays, I think that we prepare so much for the weekends because that's what gets us the most wins. And everything, all our homework we look at, all our analytics we look at is for those Friday, Saturday, Sunday guys. Maybe not looking at the guys as a hitter and spending as much time as you do, which is just natural. I mean, we don't spend all year long working on Navy's offense as a football team. We spend a few minutes here and there. I mean, you have to go to the guys that are playing the bulk of your game, so to speak, and it's everybody else other than Navy on football. So on baseball side, you know, we're going to play 3 games against Houston this weekend. We're going to concentrate more on them. You know, that's what we're going to do. That's just a natural thing to do. So I think we're going to be fine. Again, don't hit the panic button. just swing the bats, keep on going, and we'll be fine.
And conference play rolling around. The Pirates have dominated this conference these last few years. Brandon putting up 20-plus wins all these years, and it's almost crazy to ask him to go out there and do it again. But if the Pirates want to achieve their goals and host what they want to host, they're going to have to do it again. Do you think they can dominate this conference like they have in years past?
I do. I think the conference is down. I think Houston has a sub-500 record right now. I could be maybe more right there around 500. I do not think our conference is up this year. I really think we need to get on one of those winning streaks like we did last year. You know, we last year I laid out a path for us to host a regional and win the conference, and they did pretty much that. And I think it's going to be the same thing right now. Hey, let's take 2 out of 3 on the road, sweep it home, and we'll take care of business. So that's what we got to do.
To Brandon's point, Houston right now does enter this weekend with a losing record, 12-13. Brandon, we'll let you run. We got Shane Winkler coming up at 5 o'clock. ECU softball winning in Chapel Hill last night. How about the local product, Anna Sawyer with the 3-run bomb and the softball team winning?
You know, that's an athletic family. Her little brother's producing right now for D.H. Conley. And she's a baller. She hit bomb after bomb in high school. I remember when I was coaching at the middle school there, I was watching her play in the field next to me, and she was hitting home runs in middle school. I mean, she is just a baller. She's got a sweet stroke, and just a good person and a good family all the way around.
All right, have fun with that crying baby on the plane, Brandon.
Oh yeah, it's fine. She's already stopped crying. We're good.
Okay, doesn't sound like it. Brandon, thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you back here in studio soon.
All right, thank you, buddy. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, bub. There is Brandon Manning. You can give him a call. Now is the perfect time of a review of your home, auto, and life insurance with a trusted and experienced agent. Brandon Manning, Farm Bureau Insurance, 531-1812. Always has a cell phone on. You can call Brandon and schedule a review and get a free quote. All right, Chandler, let's play Name That baseball matchup. Jacob deGrom just struck out Trey Turner. Name the 2 teams playing.
All right, it's Phillies, because Trey Turner's with the Phillies now. And Jacob deGrom, he's not on the Mets anymore, is he?
No.
Man, where is Jacob deGrom?
Where has that boy gone?
What is Jacob doing with his career?
Jacob who?
deGrom. The Diamondbacks?
Nah. I'll give you a hint. Chuck Norris.
Oh, the Rangers.
Yes. And, man, we got real potential for a fun score depending on how they put these scores up with the Philadelphia P logo and the Texas T logo.
Uh-huh.
We could have an interesting score.
Poot?
We could.
We could have
We
Poot?
could have Poot coming up. So deGrom is 3 pitches and 1 out. Quickly got Schwarber to fly out. Now he's got 2 down in the first inning. As guess who's up? Our favorite catcher for the Phillies.
JT Realmuto.
Yeah.
Realmuto.
I had talked to somebody at AJ's who was so PO'd listening to that segment because, like, it was messing him up. He was sitting there listening to it, and then he tried to say it, and we messed it. We all messed him up.
Yeah.
The way we were saying it. Realmuto, I believe, is the easy way to say it. Like,
JT Realmuto.
Yes. Boom. Nailed it.
Realmuto.
Hey, Kenley, that was for you right there. Good luck to your Reds this year. All right, Reds and Pirates just getting underway in the first inning. Braves 1 out away from an opening day win against Chandler's Nats, 7-2. That score as they play in the bottom of the ninth. Orioles have an 8-2 lead, but Red Sox have 2 on, nobody out. In the 6th inning, Tampa Bay 1-0 over Detroit. And we are in the middle of the first. Phillies and Rangers scoreless as the Rangers look to bat for the first time. All right, we'll keep you up to date on those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by DeBuck. We got Shane Winkler coming up at 5 o'clock. We've got Donnie Kirkpatrick and Blake Harrell audio coming up on our Flight by Yingling ECU practice report, so we'll get to that. But coming up next, we'll play another edition of Name That Sound. I will be back in the hot seat. A couple weeks ago, I wasn't feeling confident going into the game. Today, I feel very confident. I think I'm going to smoke Chandler Honeycutt.
Is that because there was a collusion and you literally listened to all the sounds?
Never.
Is that right
I would
Charlie
never,
Washington did
ever do that. As someone who owes sports trivia, I take cheating and integrity very seriously. I would never do that, Chandler. Maybe I'm overconfident. Maybe this is the day you slide in and get win number 1.
We'll see. Stay tuned.
We'll see. Take a timeout, come back. Shirley, hit the bottom left button on the sports bar folder before we go to break. Go to sports bar, very bottom left, crank it up.
Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! Braves win!
Atlanta Braves 1-0 to start the season, 7-2 win over the Nationals. We'll take a break, come back, more to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
It's my own design. Oh, yeah. It's my
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. Jeff, what can you do for people looking for a new vehicle in 2023?
We can show the people the #1 selling car in the region, the Buick Encore, the Encore GX, the Envision, and the Buick Enclave. We've also got Cadillac dominating the market with the XT4, XT5, and XT6, and we continue to get new GMC Sierra trucks in daily. Please come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of eastern North Carolina.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's Way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Welcome to Russell's Spring Style. Our screen door says welcome to a beautiful selection of new apparel for men and women. The spring colors are bold and beautiful, just in time for vacation and Easter. Men, make your next suit or sport coat purchase easy with in-house alterations to assure a great fit. Ladies, it's Russell's for the best selection in dresses, tops, and slacks for most any occasion. Russell and Rhonda work hard to make Russell's in downtown Washington your shopping destination. It's all about you, our friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Take control of your health with ArcPoint Labs. There are a number of hormones that are important for a male's general health, other than just the common thought of testosterone. The ArcPoint Labs Overall Men's Health Panel test for complete blood count, liver and kidney function, cholesterol, thyroid levels, and more. Get a simple blood test today by getting started at arcpointlabs.com or call 629-6228. ArcPoint Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit artpointlabs.com. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Josh Moylan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. 5th Street Hardware serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Follow 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware, right beside the State Theater in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, how about those freaking Pirates last night? Softball team going to Chapel Hill. Just got swept against South Florida. Heads hanging low. Does it turn into a long losing streak? Not so fast, my friend. The Bats, Shirley Rhodes, got going more so than we've seen just about all year, putting up 8 runs on the Tar Heels, and that was enough for an 8-4 victory. Big win for Shane Winkler's team last night.
A huge win, as not only from a marquee team, even though the Tar Heels were struggling so far this season. I think their record was something like 13-15 on the season. However, East Carolina has really put themselves up against some marquee names. I mean, they took on Virginia Tech earlier this year. They've played against Notre Dame and, of course, most recently North Carolina last night. So getting to see some quality pitching, and, boy, they ran the pitchers for North Carolina. They ran through 5 pitchers. And Addie Bullis for East Carolina pitched a whale of a game. I mean, there were multiple times where she had runners on base, potentially could tie up the game or take the lead, and she would just either strike them out or force them to pop up. And it was a fun game to watch. And, boy, I tell you what, if you get a chance, I don't know if you can see a highlight or not, but if you can, see if you can find it. Anna Sawyer was absolutely jacked up and fired up when she hit that home run. It was a no-doubter. She hit that thing, and we knew it was gone. And it was a 3-run bomb, and that was the first one of her career as a Pirate, so it was fun to watch. And Taylor Edwards has been outstanding for East Carolina, has been really a bright spot for the Pirates. I mean, she has really been one of the more productive batters in the lineup, and I think the rest of the team are starting to catch up with her. But she went 4 for 4 last night as well, and couple that with a couple of North Carolina miscues. There were a couple of just wild throws and just some bad fielding decisions, and that helped East Carolina go to, I think it was 8-3, and then North Carolina tried to make a rally late in the late innings, and they could only tack on 1 run. So 8-4 was your final, and they come back home. They host UCF this weekend, so looking to pick up 3 wins to kind of even up that record in the conference.
And look, this team was not good in conference play last year.
No,
Shane Winkler will tell
not.
you. So this is a huge weekend for them. Ride that momentum, get some conference wins, get some confidence, and it'll be Friday, 5 o'clock against UCF. We'll keep an eye on that one, our last hour on the show on Friday. Saturday at 5 p.m., Sunday at noon, 3-game set with the Knights. All right, checking in on our Facebook and YouTubers. Susan Deans says hello from sunny Los Cabos, sitting by the pool, drinking a pina colada.
Damn.
Oh, there better be an umbrella in that bad boy.
Huge flex.
Huge.
By Susan.
Serious flex.
The hugest
Flex of the day.
flexes. Flex of the day brought to you by Hannah. Hannah Manning says, we talked to Brandon Manning a moment ago on our Farm Bureau ECU Baseball Report.
I'm assuming Hannah is not traveling with Brandon?
I'm assuming she's on airplane mode.
I'm assuming she is traveling because we talked about the crying baby, and Brandon said the baby stopped crying. Hannah says she has not stopped crying.
Okay, Hannah, calm down.
Okay.
Take it easy.
How are you still DMing Hannah?
Sure am. As we speak.
Talk about a flex,
I
dude.
did notice that right after...
It's been a week. It's our 1-week anniversary.
Right after that DM, the very next day, I saw pictures on Pirate Radio of you and Hannah at the baseball game.
At the baseball game. Yes.
So that DM relationship seems to be going well.
Yep. Oh, that's a good camera angle.
Josh says, Clipper, how about them Braves? 1-0 after knocking off the Nationals today. That was good to see. Steve says, first place Braves in the driver's seat for the World Series.
First place.
They got a squad this year. I like it. All right. Alex says, it's amazing Houston is struggling in baseball. They should be able to throw a baseball from the office and find enough talent to compete. Houston struggling. Tulane really bad. Let me get a look at that Tulane record because it is really bad.
Take a gander.
Let's take a gander at old Corey Glor's team and see how his team's doing right now.
We're not doing good. We're not doing good.
Corey, what's wrong with the Green Wire?
What's wrong with the Green Wire?
Unbelievable!
Unbelievable!
They have played 25 games, Chandler. What is their record?
I'm going to go...
I just want to see
15-10.
How good you are at math. 15-10? Boy, you are way off. 6-19. 6 wins on the season for Tulane.
What?
So
hello.
Wow. Goodbye.
Holy cow.
That is that's pretty astonishing. So yeah, this league is down, and we'll see if the Pirates can take advantage of that as they've done these past few years. All right, ready?
Yeah,
let's name sounds.
Hold on one second.
Sounds
though.
need to be named.
My beloved Red Sox are playing the Orioles
and
right
they
now.
Suck.
They stink.
And yeah, boy, do we stink. We are trailing 9-4 in the top of the 7th inning.
Let's see who's doing it for the O's today. You've got Cedric Mullins.
Adley Rutschman, the new catcher. Am I pronouncing his last name right? Rutschman?
Yes.
He first pitch he sees on opening day, he jacks a 400-foot home run.
3 for 3, 3 ribbies, runs scored. He is having him a day, hitting second in that lineup. Pirate Radio promo legend. Oh, Chandler left. He'll get this. Anthony Santander. It seemed like every Pirate Radio promo for the Orioles we had was Santander doing something.
Anthony he was Santander. The only one that did anything.
He's 1 for 4 on the day. Gunnar Henderson, a favorite to be Rookie of the Year, has not got a hit, but he's got on base twice and scored a run. So the O's looking pretty good today. They're without their ace, John Means, for a while, but Kyle Gibson throwing today allowed 4 runs. Red Sox ace, and is Corey Kluber still an ace?
No.
I think his best days are behind him. He allows 5 runs on 6 hits and 3 1/3. The Orioles have just tagged on more runs. It is now 10-4, and I'm trying to figure out what just happened. 10-4 now, the lead for Baltimore. Cedric Mullins knocked in a run.
Campbell alum.
You sure?
Went to Campbell.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm a Cedric Mullins stan.
I know he's from the state of North Carolina.
He went to Campbell.
Did not know.
He's a fighting camel.
He was a fighting camel.
He went to school in Booze
He's a
Creek.
spitting camel?
He's a spitting fighting camel.
Okay. All right, I'll take your word for it.
Does it not say? That's kind of strange.
I went to Lewisburg and Campbell. Very good, Chandler. You are a Cedric Mullins stan. All right, Shirley, let's go.
Come on in. Come on in. Sit right down. Sit right down. Take a guess. And name that sound. Turn that frown upside down. Because it's time for Name That Sound. Now, here's the host of Name That Sound, Miss Shirley Rose.
Thank you, Mr. Chandler. Welcome into Name That Sound. Pretty easy game. I play a sound. You have to guess it. Our contestants today, Mr. Clip Brock, Clippo the Hippo, who has run the table so far since we've played this game.
Table schmable.
We don't count the All-Star game. And then we have Owen to my right, who has yet to win a game since the inception of Name That Sound.
I'm starting to think you are deaf. Have you got your hearing checked since we started playing this game?
I just don't recognize. I hear them. I just don't recognize
Hey, you
them.
better recognize.
Yeah, you better
Of course
recognize.
You better recognize.
All right, let's see if I can recognize today.
Gentlemen, Let's get underway.
We can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
Can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
I am looking for either let's just put it this way. It is a show.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept the character or the name of the show.
Okay.
We can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
And there's that. Okay.
My name
We
is
can't
Earl.
decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
I'm trying to think about what that music could be in the background. Is that like sitcom
No.
music or is that
We can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
Oh, it could be one of those like reality, like a like Pawn Stars or
We
something.
can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
It's not that. No.
Duck Dynasty.
Incorrect.
I don't know if it's one of them.
We've already done Duck Dynasty.
I thought
remember-
so.
yeah.
I thought so.
Can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ain't.
One more time.
We can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
Or if he just
Or if he
ain't.
just
Or if he
ain't.
just ain't.
I got nothing. I want to guess. Something.
Nope.
All right.
I don't know what to guess.
That would be Mr. Joe Exotic, a.k.a. Tiger King.
Man,
We can't decide if he's pregnant or if he just ate.
that's him talking.
Yes, that is
Wow.
him
Man,
talking.
I hear it now.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Shirley.
All right,
Very
here
good.
we go.
Very good.
Here we go.
Very
Next
good.
one.
La la Luke.
Spaceballs.
Incorrect.
I always guess Spaceballs.
I know.
loved guessing Spaceballs.
La la Luke.
La la la.
La la Luke.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Incorrect. Chandler, would you venture a guess?
La la Luke.
Could it be Dumb and Dumber?
Incorrect.
Saturday Night Live.
No. Give up?
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Okay. Well, I would have accepted two answers here. One,
La la Luke.
he's talking into a fan.
Yeah.
And two, that would be Chris Farley in Tommy Boy.
You would have accepted talking into a fan?
Yeah, because that's what I was looking for was the actual sound effect.
Okay.
Luke, I am your father. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that because it would have been too easy. That's why I cut it off.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah, and Tommy
Well,
Boy.
I knew what he was saying, Luke, while he was doing that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what comedy.
That's
that
why I
was
would
from.
have accepted either one of those answers. Okay, so we're off to a resounding start yet again.
A rocky start here,
Woo-hoo!
folks.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Next sound.
Cold. Premier League.
Incorrect.
MLB The Show.
You are correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit it.
All right.
Hit that again. Oh man. Now I want to play MLB The Show.
Yeah, when I mean that's all Clip did during those that COVID
And
shutdown.
Chandler was in the league too.
Is that what y'all were doing last night?
Playing MLB
At
The Show.
AJ's? Were y'all doing
Last
a draft?
night we did a draft, a MLB wins draft, and we're playing from now until the end of April, and we drafted teams, and whoever has the most wins combined wins the pool.
Okay, cool.
I got the Dodgers, Mets, among others. Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
All right, here we go. We got a 1-0 lead.
All right, here we go.
Clip in the lead.
Tetris.
Clip got it.
Hey.
What did you say?
Frogger.
No.
Did I see they're coming out with a Tetris movie and it's rated R, or did I make that up? Was that a dream?
That might have been a dream, but I don't know. But how would you make a movie out of Tetris?
Tetris 2013, 2020, 2023. Oh, wait. Oh. It's a
Bio what?
God.
biographical drama.
About someone building blocks? What?
The true story of high-stakes legal battle to secure the intellectual property rights to Tetris. There you go.
Is it rated R?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay.
This was
All
weird.
right.
I remember my dad, not a video game guy, not an electronics guy. Back in the Game Boy era, he got hooked on Tetris for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And was like playing it nightly.
Oh, yeah. I hated it when those blocks came down too fast because I'm like, dang it, I can't get to...
Such a fun and simple game and frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Game as well.
All right, here we go. Next.
Kind of like this game for Chandler.
Mm-hmm. Next sound.
Jackhammer.
Incorrect.
Woodpecker.
Think childhood.
Oh, the doorknob thing at the bottom. We did that.
I was gonna say we did that last week.
Chandler, you would be awesome at previous week's games.
Motorcycle.
Bubble. You're mowing the lawn bubble thing. Popper thing.
That's a great guess, but it's incorrect. I did this as a kid, so to me, this is my childhood.
Okay. You're roller skating.
It's not roller skating.
Dirt bike.
That's what I
No.
said.
Oh, sorry.
It is not it's not an engine. Let's just put it that way. So it's not a mechanical sound.
You're tooting in your pants.
You're letting one rip.
Did
Is
you?
that it? Let's see, letting one rip.
No, that's not it.
I'm gonna
Do it one more time.
One more time.
I know exactly what you're doing.
What is it?
Bicycle. You're putting the card in the bicycle.
Tyler.
You are correct,
yeah.
sir.
Good job, Tyler. Good job, Chan Man.
All right, now we got ourselves a game.
Was
It's
it
2-1.
Was it a card that you would put in there?
It was. You would put a playing card.
Good work.
In your bicycle spoke, and when you rode,
We used to do that. I grew up in White Lake. I grew up at White. My parents had a camper at White Lake, and a bunch of us had bicycles, and we would do that too.
yep, I did that as a kid.
Good job, Redbeard. Card and a bike spoke.
Yep.
Y'all want another classic Clip Brock story?
I would love
Yes.
I was riding my
How does
bike home from a friend's house and was going to cut in a neighborhood to a shortcut to my house and got hit by a car and like crashed their windshield and stuff, and I wasn't even hurt at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is a
And
huge flex.
they put the bike in their trunk and drove me home and were so mad at me, and it was my fault. I looked back and I was like, okay, nothing coming, and I don't know what the heck I looked back at because there was definitely something coming, and I crossed the road and it just drilled me.
How hard was it? I mean,
Enough to crack their windshield, which that was probably like the handle of the bike, but it was
gonna
like,
say, did you roll over on the hood and hit the
yeah,
windshield?
I guess I was. Yeah, I was on the hood, but
dude, that's crazy.
it was 1990. I feel like it was during the Olympics, maybe in '96. I think that night I was like sore in bed late night watching the Olympics.
Wow.
That is a crazy story.
It was 4 years after Red Hot Chili Peppers came out with Under the Bridge.
You rode in the car with Ellen.
Correct.
With Ellen.
All right, there you go.
Here we go. So 2-1 is your score. Here we go with the next round.
I'll kiss my grits.
Mama's Family.
Incorrect.
Burnett.
I'll kiss my grits.
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett show.
Incorrect.
Play it again.
I'll kiss my grits.
I Love Lucy.
I died laughing because he actually said "kiss my grits" earlier today, and I
Did I really?
Yeah, you said kiss my grits.
I say a lot of things.
And I started. I was internally.
Hee-haw.
I'll kiss my grits.
Incorrect.
The Jeffersons.
Incorrect.
All in the Family.
Incorrect.
I'll kiss my grits.
I'm trying to hear the name at the beginning.
She says Mel, which
Mel's
was the name.
Diner.
I'll kiss my grits.
Was the name of one of the characters.
Happy
in the show.
Days.
Incorrect.
I'll kiss my grits.
Not Andy Griffith at all, is it?
Nope.
Kiss my grits.
I would accept either the name of the show or the character that's used to say that. That was quite a famous
I know.
catchphrase.
I know, but I don't know what it is.
Let's do. The Addams Family.
Incorrect.
Tap out.
Hold on.
Lord
Brady
Jesus.
Bunch.
Incorrect.
All
The
right,
answer is the name of the character was Flo, and it was from the television show Alice.
Nah.
That's a spinoff, right? Alice
Alice
from-
was a spinoff, but I can't remember what it was a spinoff from.
Was it not? Wasn't Alice the maid in Brady Bunch?
Not the same Alice. Different Alice.
Get out of here, man.
I'm just,
All right,
I'm just trying to fit in with the
next song.
oldies.
Clee knew it. Johnny knew it. Well done.
Okay, here we go.
Newton knew it. Chris knew it. Everybody knew it but us. You know why? Because y'all are some old farts. That's why. All right, moving on.
Next sound.
We're gonna go save the little baby cows, fat ass.
South Park. Stan.
Yeah.
No, I know that awful show.
I just like the phrase.
We're gonna go save the little baby cows, fat ass.
Talking to Eric Cartman.
That is correct. I couldn't do Cartman. It was too easy. All right.
Did you accept South Park or Stan?
I would have accepted either.
Okay.
3-1 is your score. Clip in the lead. We're going to do this one, and then we're going to take a break and finish out the show. So, next sound.
T-Mobile. Oh,
not Pontiac, Nissan.
Incorrect.
No, that is
State Farm. Home Depot. Home Depot. Home Depot. You know why? Because that is an awesome song. So, John Gilbert's son, Kent Gilbert, is a basketball player for Tennessee. And I saw on Twitter one time that like a player gets to choose, I guess, the pregame music or something, layup line music, whatever. And the song he chose was the Home Depot theme. So as they're doing layups, because that is a good song.
It is. If you listen to the whole thing, it's actually pretty cool.
Bunch. And it's got that, like, the ding part of it.
I just like the down, 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 down.
Yeah,
Hit it again.
I
just
did.
that beginning part. It's funky, man.
Yeah, oh, it's definitely
Makes
funky.
me want to buy some 2x4s, man.
Yeah, it makes me want to buy a wrench or two.
Some plywood.
Yeah.
Plywood.
Yeah,
All
buddy.
right. So your score currently is 4-1. Clip in the lead. We're halfway through the game, so we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll finish out this rather epic edition of Name That Sound. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
Greetings, friends of Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. We are currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. If you want to be part of a thriving school system that focuses on educating students, growing our employees, and promoting positive mental and physical health initiatives, we encourage you to become a part of our Pitt County Schools family to help ensure success for the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Saturday, April 8th, the NC Strutmasters Championship is back, presented by Leopold and coming back to Farmville. Turkey hunters from all over the country are headed east to put their skills to the test, and the top scoring birds will win big cash prizes up to $30,000. Plus live performances by Nate Hosey and the Carolina Treat Band. A weigh-in will be held at R.A. Wood Farms, 39 Vanderford Thomas Road in Farmville, North Carolina. Registration is now open for two-man teams at ncstrutmasters.com. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine, Mossy Oak, Spring Hill Outfitters, Carolina Caliber, Mossberg, Doug Henry of Farmville, and Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Deadline to register is April 3rd, or the first 165 teams. And we'll see you there for the NC Strutmasters Championship. Did you know that it's illegal to dig without first calling 811? 811 is a free program that locates underground utilities, marking them with flags and paint lines so you know where not to dig. Accidentally digging into utility lines interrupts service and could seriously hurt you or someone else. If you know someone who's planning to dig, encourage them to call 811 at least 3 full working days before they dig. 811 is free, it's safe, and it's the law. This message is brought to you by Greenville Utilities and this station.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss a show on Pirate Radio? We'll listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your phone or by visiting pr927fm.com. Welcome back to Pirate Radio Live. We are halfway through Name That Sound, and currently Clip is in the lead, 4-1. Let's see if Chandler can make a late round run here as we are heading into the next sound. Let me make sure I've got the right one here. Okay. All right, so here we go, fellas. Here's your next sound.
You work on commission, right? Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
Mean Girls.
Legally Blonde.
Incorrect. Shall I play it again?
Please.
You work on commission, right? Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
Princess Diaries.
Incorrect.
Pretty Woman.
You are correct.
Wow. Wow.
It's the scene where she goes back to the shop that she gets shunned from in the beginning of the movie.
I don't think I've ever seen Pretty Woman.
Really?
Oh, wow. Awesome.
It's like my favorite scene. She's like, big mistake. Big, huge.
Wow.
I have to go shopping now. All right, so your score is now 5-1. Chandler is slowly drowning in this game.
That ain't even fair. That I got
I'm
that
sorry,
right,
Chandler. Here we go. Next sound.
Hey, who's the damn manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
Do it again.
Hey, who's the damn manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
Hey, who's the damn manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
Why are you looking at me?
Just looking at you.
Adam Sandler movie.
Incorrect.
Hey, who's the damn manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
Deadpool.
Incorrect.
Spider-Man.
Green Lantern.
Y'all are not. It is not a Marvel comic movie. It is a movie.
Hey, who's the camp manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
I can't get any of those voices.
I don't know how, because those to me are very recognizable.
Say it again.
Hey, who's the camp manager? I am!
Act like it, you big lush.
I mean, it sounds like Nicolas Cage to me, if any.
No.
That body. Yeah, I don't have it. I'll tap out.
All right, Chandler.
See if anybody's
no
got
guesses?
it.
All right, that would be one Tom Hanks and Gina Davis in A League of Their Own.
Wow.
The scene where they are competing for signs and Hooch can't
And
figure
he said
out.
the word manager, and I was thinking like store manager, not baseball manager.
Well,
Exactly what I was.
Man.
Yeah.
That hurts.
I had to edit it because there was a big bad word in there. So
Can you hit Pretty Woman again?
You work on commission, right? Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
yeah, and Pretty Woman's
Eric
playing in the
pointed
background.
out the song's playing in the background. I wonder if that's what subconsciously came to me.
And the thing is that I had to edit for gap time because there's a lot of gaps in that. So I shortened it up, and I was thinking maybe that would trip you up because it's not playing all of the song. Some of the notes are missing.
You know who else edits for gap time? Michael Strahan.
Oh!
Thank you.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, he's got to have a sign that says next to this way. All right. So, your score is still 5-1. Clip in the lead. We are now into the final round. Here's your next sound.
What if we win district? What if we win district and go to state playoffs? Then?
You serious?
Friday Night
Yeah.
Lights.
Remember the
And all
Titans.
I have to do is just find some kind of tryout somewhere.
Varsity
That's
Blues.
it, man.
All right.
Blue Mountain State.
Nope.
What if we win district? What if we win district and go to state playoffs? Then?
You serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
And all I have to do is just find some kind of tryout somewhere.
That's it, man.
All right.
Is that
What if we...
Ted Lasso?
No. This is a movie.
What if we win district? What if we win district and go to state playoffs? Then?
You serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
And all I have to do is just find some kind of tryout somewhere.
That's it, man.
For the love of the game.
Nope.
What if we win district?
Can I give you a clue?
If Chandler says yes.
Sure.
It's a baseball movie.
What if we win district? What if we win district and go to state playoffs? Then?
You serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
And all I have to do is just find some kind of tryout somewhere.
The Rookie.
That's it.
Bench warmers.
All right.
He got it. The Rookie.
What did I say? Love of the game? I think I was thinking of that.
Yeah, The Rookie.
Rookie is one of my favorite
About Jim
movies.
Morris?
Because
Yep,
when he said
Jim
the
Morris.
thing about the tryout, that's I was trying to. Yeah. All right. Good work.
All
Chandler.
right, so your score is now 5-2. Here's your next sound.
Duh.
Billie Eilish.
Gosh. How did you know that?
Duh. I love that song.
Is Lily a fan of Billie
I'm
Eilish?
a bad because I remember one time the summer that was hot, we went to the beach, and on the way there and the way back, they have that popular station on that was played like eight times, just
yeah.
over and over and over again.
It's my favorite part of the song.
By the way, Billie Eilish is in that Crazy A show, Swarm. that I
Yeah,
watched.
and I heard that she makes quite an impression in that show.
She's very talented.
Yeah. Well, I thought she was fantastic as the musical guest host on Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen some of the skits she did, they were very funny. Anyway, okay. 6-2 is your score. Here's your next sound.
Opinion of his performance? He beat us with 3 home runs.
Tommy
What
Lasorda.
do you mean? What is my opinion of his performance?
I should have shortened that one.
Wouldn't have mattered.
I think I gave away too much by making it too long. Sorry, Chan. 7-2. Next sound.
For the good old American life. For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
Moneyball.
Nope.
For the good old American life. For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
Who is that actor? I got to get that actor. For the money.
I will take the actor or the movie.
For the good old American life. For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
I mean, that voice, I know that voice.
For the good old American life. For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
Dustin Hoffman.
Nope.
But I also want to say the guy from the Western show on HBO, Deadwood.
No, it's a movie.
But it's
for the good old American life. For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
Who is that, man? I know who that is.
It's a movie.
Dang, I should get this one.
Eastbound and down, loading up and trucking. We ain't got.
So it's Dukes Hazzard.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, yeah. Wrong.
Mr. Burt Reynolds.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of him. Okay, good.
Reynolds. Burt Reynolds.
Huh.
AKA the Bandit.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here's the last sound for the round, and then we have a bonus sound.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your and get out.
Mad TV. And Living Color.
Well, let's just put it this way. It's not a television show, but he is a very popular character.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your and get out.
Oh, it's, is it Jeff Dunham?
Name the character.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your and get out.
It's the old man and the
Joe.
Walter.
It's Walter.
Boom.
All right. I love Walter. Because Walter reminds me of my best friend's dad, because I swear he created Walter from him. All right, here's your bonus sound worth a gazillion points.
A human? Oh yeah, could a human do this?
Sure. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Do it again.
Okay.
A human? Oh yeah, could a human do this? Sure.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Incorrect.
I'm trying to get that guy's voice at the end.
A human?
Well, I feel like I've
oh
seen
yeah,
this before.
could a human do this? Sure.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Ooh, who is that? Yeah, it's not Jason Bateman at the end, is it?
Incorrect. Shall I give you can I give you a clue?
Yeah. Sure.
Since we're running short on time anyway. What's my favorite television show
Buffy
of all
the Vampire
time?
Slayer.
You are correct. That's Willow that's trying to disguise herself as a vampire.
Who is the guy? Who's the actor saying yeah?
The guy at the end is
Nobody?
Is a guy that's portraying a vampire, and then Anya, who was Xander's girlfriend at the end.
Boy, Chandler, how do you show up to work after this one?
I just keep coming back. Just like I did during my internship days.
During the break, Shirley was like, I'm kind of sucks we have to break Chandler's spirit. And I got to say,
I was like, I'm chipping away at his confidence every week.
I appreciate you continuing to just show up and do this.
I just thought about this, but like, I love playing this game. I'm sure people love playing at home, but I think I might have to kind of sit to the side. And hey, seriously,
quitting on me?
Maybe get some listeners in here to see if they can at least. I mean,
I
make
already
it more interesting.
suggested to play me versus Brandon next week to give you a little breather.
Yeah, I need a breather.
We can
but
do
like
that. We can
anybody
do
that
that
wants to come in and like
What
challenge
Chandler's
you,
trying to say is he's done with this crap.
No, I'm not, because I want to play again. But I just need like a 2 or 3 week breather. Just get some.
He needs an all-star
Get some
break.
listeners or viewers on here.
He needs an off season.
All right, Chandler, you're out next week.
I'm ruled out.
All right.
All right. Make sure Brandon can't phone this one in.
Boy. Pretty dominant effort by me following the bracket challenge. It's all coming up victorious for me right now.
Braves won today.
Man,
He wins, name that sound.
I got some of the best ears in the biz.
You're just living the life right now, aren't
I'm living it up.
Living your best life,
I'm
dude.
living La Vida Loca. When we return, Shane Winkler, speaking of winning, big win last night for the softball team in Chapel Hill. We'll talk about that with Shane Winkler when we return. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 3 on tap. Back with you after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard, like when you're working late and happy hour has already started, but you're about to clock out and head over. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 40 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
NCAA Final Four Spotlight.
Johnson with the rebound for San Diego State. He'll put it right back up. It's good. 48-46, under 6 minutes to play. Aztecs are on top.
San Diego State survived a close battle with Creighton to grab a 1-point win and advance to Houston with the dream of a national title still alive. But another surprise bracket survivor, Florida Atlantic, stands in the way. The two will face off in Saturday's first national semifinal. Hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the Final Four right here.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month.
SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, and my favorite, better butter. Or try their specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters, so if you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now, let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I had Cornell Powell on the show earlier today. Jacob on Facebook said, I just remember Cornell kept catching touchdown passes against Conley in that playoff game. And I was like, well, at least I got to see an NFL receiver. Hey, sometimes you just got to charge it to the game, baby. Cornell was awesome. It was great. That was the first time I met him last night for the first time. First time I've really talked to him today. And he was great. Great guest. And we'll be back July 15th here for his football camp. So we'll give you the details on that as it approaches. Alex on YouTube said Chandler is like Lane Hoover. Just needs a few days off. Just get out of the lineup, kind of recharge the batteries, reset, refocus. And we'll give you a week or two off, Chandler, from Name That Sound. Because that was a bludgeoning. I felt bad even being a part of that. But as a competitor, and Chandler, you're a competitor as well, you don't want me to take the foot off the gas, right? I don't think he wants to talk about it. So we'll move on because we have a guest on the Pirate Radio Live line. Shane Winkler. The Pirates didn't take it easy on the Tar Heels last night in softball. Huge win in Chapel Hill for Shane Winkler and his ECU softball team as they were victorious last night. We'll talk about it now as he joins us here on the program. Coach Winkler, appreciate your time. How you doing today?
Yeah, it was a lot better after a big win. It was late night because it was on ACC Network, but lot better coming home on a late bus trip after a big W.
Yeah, under the lights, and a lot of folks got to see it on television, the folks that weren't in Chapel Hill last night, and they saw the Pirates knock off the Tar Heels 8-4, and Coach, offense got clicking, got going last night. Big home run from a local product, Anna Sawyer, a 3-run shot, 1 for 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored last night for Anna Sawyer, and man, just a huge win. Talk about it. What went right for you, the gals, last night?
Everything.
Yeah.
The girls did a great job. We did a good job with preparation on Tuesday, and then on the bus trip there with getting video and knowing what we're going to look at pitching wise. And we knew we were going to see probably their whole staff, and especially if we came out swinging it, we were going to force them to use their whole staff, and we did that. We beat up on 4 different pitchers, and obviously any time you can get a win over UNC, that's a big deal. You get a ton of texts from support staff around here and everything, recruits, travel ball coaches. I mean, everyone's watching that, especially since it's on TV. And I mean, the girls came out and went off the plan real well, executed extremely well. We got a great outing from Addie Bullis, and we told our girls going in that even though we got conference this weekend, that game's the most important game of the season right now, and that's the way we got to approach every single game. So we're going to have the same message for tomorrow against UCF, but I mean, we threw 7 innings for Addie Bullis for a reason because we wanted that game. We had to bounce back from a weekend that we felt like we didn't take advantage of opportunities that we could have. So put it all together really well, swung it great from top to bottom of the lineup. Taylor Edwards was 4 for 4 after having a tough weekend. So the girls bounced back extremely well, and that's one that I think we can build off of, not only this year, but from a recruiting standpoint for a while, because you got a lot of kids that we're going to be competing with, the UNCs and the NC States and the Dukes for players, and last night was a statement.
Indeed it was. In East Carolina, big victory on the road in Chapel Hill last night, 8-4. And you mentioned Bullis, and she, really battled, Coach. Going the distance there with 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 runs total, but 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. So some good numbers there, and some numbers indicative of just her battling her way through that and through that lineup.
Yeah, and she still hasn't been healthy all year long. She's been teetering on that 70-80% all the time, and we keep asking her from day to day, how you feeling? She wants the ball. And that was a big one last night. The plan wasn't to have her go 7, but we knew if we needed her to, that we told her that was an option. And we wanted it. She wanted the ball. She did a great job. And even out of the 8 hits she gave up, there's probably 4 or 5 more infield hits or bunts. So she did a great job keeping them from doing anything big offensively and minimizing any damage. So really proud of the way that she threw. And even last weekend, she threw better than what she deserved from a result standpoint, because we didn't back her up as much last weekend as we needed to. But she did a great job, and we played solid enough defense behind her, and the hitting was great situationally, and got the big hit when we needed it.
Yeah, first win in Chapel Hill for ECU since 2008, and just the 4th win since 2005 against North Carolina. So a big one last night, and like you said, you want to parlay that into some good conference play, and that gets going coming up on Friday against UCF, as the Pirates will open up their home conference slate with the Knights. They'll play Friday at 5 o'clock at Maxar Joyner Family Stadium, Saturday at 5, Sunday at noon. And Coach, you saw how tough this league is last year. You saw how tough it was when you went down to Tampa. So a big series on tap, right? You want to get the home conference slate started off right, and you want to start to pile up some wins here in the American.
Yeah, absolutely. And we knew going to the conference it's still one of the best conferences in the country. And UCF, they lost 2 out of 3 this past weekend in Wichita, but them and Wichita are the 2 that are expected to be at the top. And UCF is good enough to beat anybody in the conference. And I mean, they've got some top 25 wins for a reason. They're a really good team. They're well-rounded all the way around. Their pitching is solid. They use an entire staff that's really good. They're prepared to be a Power 5 team next year, and their roster already looks like that now. They've got a lot of power, a lot of athleticism. So we've got to make sure that opposite of last weekend, we got to minimize damage, and we can't give away too many opportunities with free passes, with mental mistakes, physical mistakes. So we've got to limit those as much as possible, because that's a lineup that'll take advantage really quick. But again, the energy that we have coming off of last night's win, we just got to know what we're capable of. Not try to do too much offensively, keep putting pressure on them, and if we can keep games close, we feel like we have the ability to win close games at home.
Coach, last weekend was the first weekend ECU had a losing weekend. You had either been 500 or better in all the previous weekends, 22-12 right now overall. So as we sit here after 34 games and still a lot to go, how do you feel about this team, and what do you want to see here this latter part of the season from your team?
You know, really pleased with the way we've been the first 30-plus games of the season. We're in a really good spot. We've shown some great glimpses of what our potential is. But we saw last weekend how we have the ability and enough talent to kind of write the story of the way the weekend will go. And we did that in the negative way last weekend with we felt like we could have walked out of that weekend with a series win, that we really handed away too many things the first 2 days to where we gave games away. And so we know we have the talent and the ability to, like I said, write our own story. And we want to continue to have that approach, that if we take care of the ball, that we have the right approach at the plate, that we can compete with anybody in this league. And we're going to have that mentality, because it only gets tougher from here. We knew our end of the March and all of our April schedule is as tough as anybody around. So we've got to come every day with a mentality that we've got to take care of the ball and keep putting pressure on opponents.
Shane Winkler joining us, Coach. Baseball away, so people are looking for some good live sports to come see, and it will be happening at Maxar Joyner Family Stadium, 5 o'clock Friday, scheduled for 5 o'clock Saturday and noon on Sunday. So for folks heading out there this weekend, Coach, what kind of softball can they expect to see?
Again, you got a team that's in and out of the top 25 rankings that we're facing. We talked about how last night was kind of a big win for the program, and how much that meant, but it's pretty short-lived. If you can come back and do the same thing tomorrow night, that's going to be the biggest win of the season. So every single game for a team like ours and like theirs, they're in a position to where if they don't win the tournament, they're hoping to go to the NCAA tournament as an at-large. It's our job to spoil that and to put some losses on their resume, and again, and continue to build our resume and put us in a position to start talking about the NCAA tournament. So huge weekend for us, first conference weekend. Just really excited about what's in front of us, and the caliber of play is going to be huge.
And speaking of the NCAA tournament, ECU goes bowling and wins a bowl game in football. How about Kim McNeil's Pirates winning the AAC tournament, going to the NCAA tournament? It was so much fun to follow that and be a part of that ride. And you kind of hope that feeds into all the sports, right? You see that selection show with the women's team. You see it every year for the baseball team. Now it's your turn, right? You want to get a little taste of that.
Hey, that's one of the big reasons why I took the job here before anyway. I saw that this can be a nationally recognized program, and one that we're not hoping to go to the NCAA tournament every year, but that's an expectation. And that's what we're building, and that's why a game like yesterday, we took that approach, like, hey, every single game is the biggest game of the year, because you need to play that way in order to win a conference tournament and put together the resume to get you there. So that's the expectation for the program, and that's what we're gearing up to. That's what recruiting's all about, is getting players in place that can put us in the NCAA tournament every season. And again, we've got the greatest example in the world with baseball on the other side of the parking lot of what we know our program can be and what we're building towards. So our athletic director, John Gilbert, all of our support staff, the administration does a great job, and it's showing with so much of the success for so many of the sports, and we're absolutely trying to piggyback off that.
Shane Winkler joining us. Coach, keep up the good work, and thanks for joining us today. Good luck this weekend against UCF, and we'll catch up with you again later on this season.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys. Go Pirates.
Shane Winkler joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. ECU UCF coming up this weekend at Maxar Joyner Family Stadium right here in Greenville as the Pirates look to get their first conference wins of the season. It's been tough to come by. But coming off that big win last night, got some momentum heading into this weekend. All right, as we go to break, we'll run down some scores here on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck. And, boy, Jacob deGrom got run early here for the Rangers. It is 5-0 Phillies as they play in the top of the fourth inning. And they got 2 on, looking to add more, and they will not. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth with that 5-0 score. Phillies on top of the Rangers. Have they gone final in Boston yet? Bottom of the ninth, they have not. 2 on for Boston with nobody out. And it is 10-7 right now. Orioles trying to hold on to that lead is Felix Bautista, closer for Baltimore. So Baltimore needs 3 more outs. The Red Sox need 3 more runs to stay alive. Rays are beating the Tigers 4-0 as they head to the ninth inning. No score between the Royals and Twins. Mets have a 1-0 lead over the Marlins. It is Pirates 1, Reds 1 in the fourth inning. Blue Jays with 4 early runs against St. Louis. It is 4-1 Jays over the Cardinals on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Let's take a break. When we return, we'll hear from ECU offensive coordinator Donnie Kirkpatrick. That is on the way. Back with you, more Pirate Radio Live, and we'll make you a winner. It's on the way after this.
Here with Jeff Stahn at Brown & Wood. Jeff, how can you help people with service in 2023?
We continue to offer free pickup and drop off for the customers, and our customers' time is valuable. So we've added 3 additional Express Lube technicians to reduce wait time. That's our #1 goal for 2023. And please don't forget, we service all makes and models. We're voted #1 in Greenville by the customer. Come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Take control of your health with ArcPoint Labs. There are a number of hormones that are important for a male's general health, other than just the common thought of testosterone. The ArcPoint Labs Overall Men's Health Panel test for complete blood count, liver and kidney function, cholesterol, thyroid levels, and more. Get a simple blood test today by getting started at arcpointlabs.com or call 629-6228. ArcPoint Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit arcpointlabs.com.
Welcome to Russell's Spring Style. Our screen door says welcome to a beautiful selection of new apparel for men and women. The spring colors are bold and beautiful, just in time for vacation and Easter. Men, make your next suit or sport coat purchase easy with in-house alterations to assure a great fit. Ladies, it's Russell's for the best selection in dresses, tops, and slacks for most any occasion. Russell and Rhonda work hard to make Russell's in downtown Washington your shopping destination. It's all about you, our friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Hey Pirate Nation, we need your support for the Peden Strong Super Bowl Golf Tournament on Friday, March 31st at Aiden Golf and Country Club. The Peden Strong Tournament is to benefit Jerry Peden, who at only 40 years old was recently diagnosed with metastatic colon cancer. All proceeds will benefit Jerry Peden and family for cancer treatment, support, and awareness. To sign up for a team, whole sponsorship, or to donate, contact Mike Vaughn at 531-7496. Morning and afternoon flights available. Sign up today and be Peden Strong.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
To keep your bodies active and engaged in the activities that you love, you need a good stretch. And at Bodies in Balance, that's the mission they follow to give you the best quality of life. The team at Bodies in Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you, featuring aromatherapy, hot stones, hot towels, cupping, percussion, and myofascial work at no extra cost if requested. And don't forget to mention Pirate Radio and get your first massage for $1 per minute and your first stretch free. Call today at 916-4530 and check them out online at bodiesinbalance.com.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Baron.
All right, that is someone doing a cover of Brian Bailey's favorite band, Boston.
That would be correct.
This is, God. I'm quick, but not quick enough. This is,
Let me see if I can get it. It is.
What I'm trying to do is think of another city in Massachusetts. That's my joke. This is not Boston. This is
Nantucket.
Thank you. Can anybody think of cities in Massachusetts? Amherst.
Jamaica Plains.
Dorchester. Ladies and gentlemen, Amherst. I think that's where UMass is.
Dorchester, home of the Wahlbergs.
Shirley, you ever heard of
Jamaica
UMass?
Plains, home of Joey McIntyre.
There you go. Neptune, New Jersey, home of Scott Harley.
There you go.
And Danny Gonzalez. All right, let's hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick. First of all, the fake Donnie Kirkpatrick. Coach, how you been doing this offseason, man?
Well, it's been busy, and I mean, but it's spring. I'm getting a little good tan, and I'm just glad to be talking to Clip Rock right now.
All right, now let's hear from the fake, the real Donnie Kirkpatrick.
Well, I'm not. I mean, my wife says I'm fake.
No, my realities are getting crossed. Saw him out at Pro Day earlier this week, and yesterday he spoke to the media following ECU's spring practice. Let's hear what the offensive coordinator of the Pirates had to say.
What have you seen out of spring practice so far that you like?
You know, I've seen great attitude. I think the group, it's a fun group right now. You know, offensively, minus the first day, because the first day's always good. You know, it's hard to have a bad first day. There's about 6 rough days in there now. I thought, you know, offensively, I was kind of thinking, like, what in the world are we doing here? A lot of new faces, you know, a lot of lost production there, obviously. So, you know, those are the obvious things. And then finally, I thought last weekend we kind of got it turned around a little bit. And then today we kind of continued that a little bit. But the whole time, even as miserable as the results was after for about 6 practices, it was a lot of fun because we had a lot of kids that are just really into it. And spring ball usually dies a little bit. You know, that as a player, I don't remember being that my favorite part of playing college football was spring practice. You know, you don't play till September, you know, and it's either really cold or it's really hot, and it's been windy the whole time, so it's a little irritating for all that. But that's probably the number one thing I've seen is we've got some guys that really like to play, they like being out there, so it's a fun group to coach right now.
You assess the quarterback room, obviously 3 guys working there now. What do you kind of see from each football?
There are only 3 right now, so we'll add to that obviously in the fall. You know, Mason has taken the most reps with the first group, and what we've seen is what we thought he was, is just a great ability, you know, big, can run, throws a really, really good ball, and he's really, I think, stepped it up. You know, Houghton was a great role model. You know, we've talked about that a lot. And he's really committed himself a lot more now to getting over here and watching tape and trying to be a leader and, you know, doing all those type things. Alex Flynn's having a great spring practice. Alex had really improved last year. You know, the spring before last fall, we had a really heart-to-heart talk about, you know, we're going to have to make a decision here, you know, which way you're going to go with this. And he came back a lot more, I thought, ready to play last year. Still didn't get to play very much, but he was really ready. And now this spring, he's been really good. He's been really good. He understands everything we're doing, and is throwing the ball much better. He's trimmed down. He's moving around a little bit better. So I just see a really, really capable guy right there right now. Raheem's gotten here, you know, and it's like drinking water through a fire hose right now. It's just coming at you, and you're just trying to hold on. And every day we're just trying to get him some reps in there. He's had to primarily go with the third O-line, which, you know, Alabama ain't got a third O-line ready to play, you know, in spring practice. They're new guys. You know, some of these guys like him, they should be in high school right now. You know, really, they still really are in high school. So he's had to fight through that a little bit and hadn't gotten a chance to do much. So today I got him some work with the twos, and he really showed that he's got some ability. He's very, very smart. He's very committed to the thing. Big, can run. He's got a pretty good ball. So it's just a process now of him coming on and learning the system a little bit better.
Speaking of new quarterbacks, you also have a new starting center. How's that relationship so far developing?
Yeah, you know, Hampton Ergel was Johnny on the spot for the bowl game when all of a sudden we didn't have a starting center. And he played really well in that game, earned a scholarship basically based on that game. Not totally. He had done some other good things. I think he's kind of continued over a little bit. You know, you talk about transition, you know, you lose 2,000-yard receivers and on, and we've also had a lot of coaching changes. So my room has been a little bit like everybody introduce yourself, you know, wear name tags in there. So Coach Shankweiler and me had been together here previously, and then for 4 years, you know, here, and 1 year at James Madison, so 5 straight years, and all of a sudden, new line coach. Boy, there's some terminology, there's some growing pains, oh, did I forget to tell you about that? You know, that you used to just knew you were on the same page. Now, Coach Bogers is awesome, so we're very fortunate to have him. We worked together back in like 2003, so I've known him forever. that's going to all come together. But there's some growing pains in that a little bit. And then first day of spring ball, one receiver coach leaves in the morning, running back coach leaves in the afternoon. So it's been a lot going on in our room. So just really, we've done probably a lot better than you would have thought we would have done with that many players gone and new coaches. But all that brings excitement because new players, they're jacked up, they're ready to go, and they're fun to coach, and they get better every day. You know what I'm saying? Once the older ones, they just get a little bit better, you know. But these guys go leaps and bounds, and the coaching staff's coming together, I think every day.
Just, watching the scrimmage on Saturday, the running backs did well. And
they did.
No admit of obviously Mason as an option. How much do you feel like the running game can be even, different or more explosive? Obviously, without Keaton, a different option. Yeah,
it would be funny to say we could be more explosive than having Keaton Mitchell, who led the nation in explosive runs. But we've seen some backs here the last couple of days that surely do look like they have those capabilities. That six practice stretch in there, we weren't giving them much of a chance to do much. And we're pretty good on defense, so a lot of compliments to them. They've upgraded some personnel over there a little bit too. But Saturday, we finally got some things going, and they got a chance to get up in the line of scrimmage. And when we left the field, we're thinking we should not back up in the run game. We should do better. Obviously, Raji's not even out there, and he's a huge factor in all this as well. Mason and, really Raheem are both more dual threats. I wouldn't say Alex is, no apologies there needed, I don't think, for him. But they both can run. We're running Mason a little bit. Now, he's in a red shirt because you just can't afford to get the quarterbacks hit all the time. If you lost them, they got hurt, we would really be in trouble if we didn't have somebody to practice with. But, he's 6'5", 250. Truthfully, a lot of those hits, he's probably going to hurt the other guy. And Raheem looks like he's going to be that type of player too. So those are great options. When the quarterback can run the ball, it's like getting one extra blocker, and that's pretty valuable.
You've talked about in the past your relationship with Holton.
Yeah.
Closing this chapter and just reflecting on Pro Day, how proud were you of him and any other reflections of today?
Yeah, I was very, very. When you say you're proud of somebody, you're insinuating you had something to do with it, I guess, so maybe I shouldn't say I'm proud of him, but I was really, really pleased with their workout today. I've been doing this for too many years to mention, so I've been a lot of pro days, and, we've had a lot of guys go pro. Had a great run of receivers there for a while when I was here, and had 7 or 8 quarterbacks too. I don't think I've ever seen a better pro day than that. Now, it was super organized, so I think there's some people, really did a nice job with that. But they were dead on today. I really was. I was probably smiling ear to ear, out there, just how good they did. Because, every throw I was kind of leaning a little bit, get it, and those guys did good. They've come back and worked hard together. And there's a big advantage, I think, that they did have a quarterback they knew, and then he knew some of the receivers, so that chemistry kind of came back. So, yeah, they did good. It also made me sad that I was like, wow, I wish we had one more year with all those guys. Can we get another COVID year? Can we get one of those? Without having COVID, can we get?
The chapter, though, is good to see them.
Yeah, it is. Nothing is really more pleasing for a coach than to see them go on and do well at the next level. Be it in the NFL, that's awesome, or in life, as well, and do good. And so, yeah, it's fun to follow those guys, and see them on TV or whatever. We were talking about Ben DiNucci, our quarterback from JMU's, like leading, I think, the XFL in passing, and so every game we text after the game, and, it really makes you happy. I don't know if I'd be watching XFL football or not unless I had a player out there playing, but that's why I'm doing it, I guess, yeah.
Any receivers that have taken that step forward in spring practice with the opportunities?
I think the guy that has shown the most improvement would be Kerry King. Kerry King has had a really nice spring. His weakness of maybe not catching it all the time, has really, really shown a great improvement. He's been really working hard at that. We know he's fast. We know he can do some stuff like that. But I think he's the guy that probably has shown the most improvement. Shane Calhoun, as a receiver and a blocker, has really shown that he wants to make sure everybody knows he's the guy. he's the starter. He's the guy that we need to be planning things for. So I would say that's another guy that comes to mind right away.
All right, there is Donnie Kirkpatrick, and yeah, Kerry King's name coming up quite a bit. I remember Mason Garcia listing him off when he was listing his, I think he called him the top four, as in like his top four targets right now, along with Shane Calhoun, Jalen Johnson, Josiah Hatfield. Kerry King up there amongst them, and a lot more running back talk as well, as we have seemed to focus on them quite a bit this week after they look good in Saturday's scrimmage. All right, let's take a break. As we do, we'll make you a winner and open up the booty bag.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Alrighty, 317-1250 here on this Thursday. Shirley, what are we giving away today?
Let's see here. Let me find my prize sheet that has mysteriously disappeared. How about a shrimp taco lunch, courtesy of Chico's?
Chico sounds like a plan. What caller are you looking for?
Let's go with caller number 5.
Caller 5, 317-1250. We're back with more. We'll hear what Blake Harrell has to say, talking Pirate defense when we return on Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this. All right, it's that time of year again. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Wings Over Greenville brackets.
In the sauce region, we have the top-seeded Honey Barbecue getting the win over Hot Garlic.
In the Wings region, Tenders defeats Traditional in a nail-biter.
In the sandwich region, the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap knocks off the Buffalo Chicken Sandwich.
And who will win the greatest rivalry of them all, Ranch versus Blue Cheese? You decide.
Try them out for yourself. Give them a call today at 758-9464 or place your order online at wingsover.com.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get one line for just $29.99 with unlimited data, which is good news for you, friendly hermit who shuns society and lives in a cabin all by himself.
Wow, thanks. You know, you'd be surprised how much data a hermit goes through.
Actually, I'm not that surprised at all. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's Way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Did you know that it's illegal to dig without first calling 811? 811 is a free program that locates underground utilities, marking them with flags and paint lines so you know where not to dig. Accidentally digging into utility lines interrupts service and could seriously hurt you or someone else. If you know someone who's planning to dig, encourage them to call 811 at least 3 full working days before they dig. 811 is free, it's safe, and it's the law. This message is brought to you by Greenville Utilities and this station.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
get you one.
Greenville's newest sports bar is officially open. Coco's Sports Bar, located in the old Professor O'Cool's location right off of Greenville Boulevard, has daily specials, including $2.50 aluminum bottles on Tuesdays and $1 wings on Wednesdays. Along with their great food, Coco's has great entertainment for you and the crew to enjoy with karaoke on Thursdays, a live DJ on Fridays, and live music every Saturday night. Check out Coco's Sports Bar on Facebook for the latest information on menu items, drink and lunch specials, and more. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Rambanks Road in Greenville. Free consultations are available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And congratulations to Todd Harris of Winterville. Picked up a shrimp taco lunch courtesy of Chico's. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's. Enjoy your favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Plus, they have ice cold cervezas, and Chico's famous margaritas are always available. For Mexican food and fun, it's gotta be Chico's. Ew, get that out of here. All right, now let's head back to the show. Get that out of here. Dude.
Chandler's being gross.
God. I mean, ugh.
Don't you bring that in here. Man, you crazy.
That's just rude.
Congratulations, Todd. Remember when it was 5-0 Phillies? It is now 5-5. The Rangers have fought back, and they are tied in the bottom of the fourth inning. Happy opening day, baseball fans. Braves a winner earlier, and the Red Sox come up 1 run short. The rally in the ninth inning comes up short. It is Orioles 10, Red Sox 9.
Did you say trat?
No, I said drat.
What is drat?
It's another way to say dang, crap.
Crap!
I
thought it was drats.
Dang.
No, it's drat.
Crap. That was a good view of that roach.
I mean, ew.
All right, let's hear from Blake Harrell right now.
Blake, a few weeks into spring practice and some new personnel for you, how do you feel like it's gone this far?
You know, I keep talking to our guys about, don't worry about the plays or the scheme, blah, blah, blah. We got to worry about developing each other's players and making sure that you're protecting our culture. And our culture defensively is the same thing Coach Houston always talks about, but defensively is, hey, play fast. Make sure we're running the ball, playing with high effort-based defense. It's play physical. Make sure we're knocking guys back up front. Make sure we're knocking ball carriers back. Make sure we're topping off on ball carriers and knocking those guys around and creating turnovers. And that's the things we're focused on right now, whether it's a new guy, old guy, whatever it may be. And we're going to have some new faces. I mean, I think we right now you'd be 5 new starters on defense at least to replace. And we got some guys out there for the first time or first meaningful reps with the ones that are having to take their game to the next level. And then you've got some guys that have been twos, that have been around for a few years, that are finally getting their shot, and they're taking advantage of it. So it's kind of all coming together. I think practice 8 today, and we've came a long ways since day one, but we still got a long ways to go, especially before September. And the good thing is we got guys out there pushing and competing every day, and it's a fun bunch to be around. And I think their ceiling is so high that you're going to see these guys get better and better and better every day. And that's fun to be around and fun to watch. And they're hungry to do that, and they care about how good can we be, pushing to the next level, those type of things.
You somewhat of a veteran line. How do you keep them motivated and on their feet?
Yeah, up front, where a year ago we could have installed everything on day one, and right now we're having to slow some things down. I think up front is not the case, so I got to give them, enough things up front that we can do, defensively. But at the same time, hey, let's take our game to the next level up front as far as just being better players. And if I'm a D tackle, if I'm a DN, if I'm a rush outside backer, how much better can I be? How much better can I be every day? Because if I'll do that, it'll make our defense better, our program better, our team better. So that's what they're focused on, and they're doing a really good job. It's a fun group up front, and you got some really good guys that are leaders of our football team and of our defense, doing a good job of pushing not just themselves and each other, but our whole defensive unit.
We talked before the spring about the improved length, kind of some of the new additions. How have you seen that impact practice thus far?
Yeah, I think we're longer. I think we're faster, more athletic. We're not as experienced, obviously, but I think that there's some areas there that you would say we're longer, and I think that could play a huge factor. Rushing the passer, and then now you got hands up in the passing lane. I think about Sam Danka coming off the edge there, or dropping back in the coverage, and now we're just longer in passing lanes and shrinking passing lanes and windows back there for the quarterback. So, and I think too, when you just talking about tackling, you're coming up now. You got more margin for error when you're a little longer, but at the same time, we got to still go make sure those guys with length and those guys who are athletic are playing the game the right way and fitting our culture and doing things, and make sure they're making that move every day to make our football team better.
3 UNC transfers. They got a lot of headlines because they're out of high school. How have those guys acclimated to the program as well?
I think ever since I've been here, every time we have a new guy in the program, whether he's a freshman, he's a transfer from another university, another institution, they don't come in and try to just be me guys. And I think they come in and try to fit in our locker room. And I think the young men that are here this spring are doing the same thing, whether it be the guys from up the road or wherever they may be from. And they're doing a really good job of just, hey, how can I, improve myself, but how can I help the team be better? And, focused on that and focused on competing. And that's what I told the guys after practice today. I said, hey, every day that you come to practice, and Coach Houston may have just hit on this, but every day you come to practice, you got to go compete. And you got to go compete, because if you don't, somebody's going to pass you up. And if you're the guy trying to catch somebody and you don't go compete, there's just a bigger and larger gap there for you to kind of close. And that's, I think in all our professions, competition makes us better. And it doesn't matter if you're a banker. My mom ran a gas station for a long time. And when she was competing against the gas station up the road, it made her make sure that her gas station was buttoned up and tight and had better sales and cleaner and better bathrooms and better gas prices than the gas station up the road, because she wanted to make sure she competed and won a day and made more money. Well, it's no different than our players, so it's the same thing.
Your room in particular, the linebackers, kind of walk us through maybe what that room looks like right now, where the competition stands at this point.
Yeah, the guys who got back in the room is Taylor Jackson and Mike Edwards, two guys that played some backer in the bowl game. Taylor Jackson started that game. I think that's his only start of his career, to the best of my recall there. But he's a fourth-year player. Mike Edwards played 500-something snaps 2 years ago at Georgia Southern. Played some outside backer, inside backer for us last year. Not as many snaps there. But both of those guys, Mike will be a third-year player. Both are older guys doing a really good job of they understand the defense too. They understand the culture and their teammates and how to run the show and do those type of things. So really excited about those two, and they're kind of the veterans in the room, so to speak. Other guys that were around last fall, so Kyle Barker was, had an injury last spring, missed the fall, and you're kind of seeing him on the grass for the first time. And I think Zakai's getting better and better every day. I was a little worried about him in the first couple of practices, but I forgot he ain't played football in like 16 months. The last time he played football was at Norcross High School in a high school game, and now all of a sudden he's finally getting that opportunity to go out there and show why we recruited him, why we signed him, and doing a really good job. So excited about him. And then B.J. Davis and Taquan King both transferred in, and they're learning the system. And I told them today, I said, hey, if you make mistakes with the scheme, I'm okay. We'll get that fixed. We'll get the X and O piece fixed. But make sure you're playing your tail off and protecting the culture, playing as fast as you can play, no lows, all out effort, run the show, play with physicality, those type of things. So that's what we're talking to those guys about, and they're showing flashes of they have the ability to do that. It's just it'll take them a few more practices than it will the older guys, and then out at our outside backer, the Sam to the field. Kingston McKinstry's been around for a couple years, in and out of injury, but staying healthy this spring, and the first time you're seeing like, hey, he can be out there for us and helping us in one of our better 11. And then Ra Dilworth I think can be pretty special out there if he'll keep coming along, and he's shown some flashes of, we've had some really good blitzers in the past, and obviously we like to bring a little pressure every now and then, and I think he could be special at that.
All right, Blake Carroll, reeling off some new names, some new faces. We'll see on that Pirate defense here in 2023. You heard from Donnie K, and Blake Carroll will be out there this weekend. More ECU spring football coverage here on Pirate Radio. Keep it locked to our social media accounts throughout the weekend. We'll take a timeout, come back, our final break, and get ready to wrap things up here on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. The Blue Jays have a 5-3 lead over the Cardinals in the fourth inning, and the Rangers have scored 9 unanswered against the Phillies. It is 9-5 as they head into the fifth inning. More scores from opening day of Major League Baseball when we return. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Talbot Green, and I'm excited to announce our new partnership with Integrity Home Mortgage. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offer over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, and my favorite, better butter. Or try their specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters, so if you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
Great. It's 30 degrees in here. This is going to be a cold night.
No one's coming out this late.
I'm on firewood.
Dad! I'll put hot coals in our socks for bedtime. Mom!
Hi, I'm from Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Got an email about your heat being out?
That was me. I sent it from my phone.
I think your socks are on fire.
Call Delcor today to get a new system installed for less than $100 a month. Offer expires soon. Go to delcorinc.com. Monthly fee based on new system financing is 9.9% APR for 120 months. Call Delcor for details.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Jacob Jenkins Cowart, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 141 points, closed out the day at 32,859. And the NASDAQ was up 87 points at 12,013. The S&P was up 23 at 4,050. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, the Astros have won 10 straight opening day games. They take on the White Sox tonight, if you care about such stats. Did I just see that correctly? I did. The Mets had jumped out to a lead over the Marlins. They have blown that. It is now 3-3 as they play in the seventh. The Phillies jumped out to a 5-0 lead over the Rangers. They have blown that and more as they now trail 9-5 as they play in the fifth inning. Twins got a couple runs on the board against Kansas City. They lead 2-0 in the sixth inning. Pirates 4, Reds 2 in the fifth. The Cardinals have come back to tie the Blue Jays 5-5 in the fourth. There's some scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck. And Chan Man is a Buck fan. You can head out to the Buck and see awesome sports on the largest 4K TV in Eastern North Carolina and hear live music every day of the week. No cover charge during the week. Ladies in free every Friday and Saturday before 10 p.m. So it's all there for you at the Buccaneer Music Hall. You can go to thebuccaneermusichall.com for a complete schedule of live events this week. All right, Eric. Eric said yesterday he took the drive up to Virginia, placed a bet on Chandler for Name That Sound. What kind of odd? You probably got like Chandler plus 190, maybe plus 250 at this point. Higher than that, plus 330. He says, what was I thinking? Owen for life. So at least you do have some fans out there, Chandler. And one day you're going to win. And that number is going to keep getting higher and higher.
I'm not going to be here. No, I'm not.
Who is that? Magic
Johnson.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to be here. But seriously,
watching you play Name That Sound is like.
and then boom. And then,
wait, that's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Magic did the thing on the 30 for 30, right?
Yeah.
And then Rodman was doing the.
This is my mind during Name That Sound. This is what it is right here. This is literally it right here. It's, boom, and then bow, and then you go boom, and then
you turn into Dennis Rodman. You need to do like Bobby Knight did and get on your game face. Remember he did the game face press conference? You just start. Yeah.
That's before my time.
Get on your game face. All right. What y'all doing tonight?
None of your business.
Good point.
Is it really? Like, do you care?
Kind of.
Nah, I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go home.
If I want to take a guy home with me tonight.
It's none of your business.
Thank you.
I've started walking again. I'm walking about 2.3 miles.
Folks, they said he wouldn't walk again, but he is.
He's walking and watching Golden Girls at night. So how old are you again?
24. But I'm walking 2.3 miles.
Do you walk at the mall?
Can I tell you what I'm doing tonight?
I don't care.
I'm walking 2.3 miles, and then I think I'm going to go to Familia.
Okay. You should walk there.
Their pizza of the week is pepperoni and banana pepper.
Just $12 for a large pizza pie.
By the way, they also have their dinner special tonight, and I believe I saw it is a Philly cheesesteak stromboli. That is exactly what it is. Tonight's special is delicious cheesesteak stromboli for $12, grilled onions and peppers, mozzarella, steak, and marinara. So that's for $12 as well. So
all right, Shirley, what are you going to do?
Laundry, and I'll find something on TV to watch.
Sounds good. Probably watch a little baseball and then find a show to watch. We'll continue to nag my wife about watching Yellow Jackets with me. She says she's going to start on Friday, so we'll see. Thank y'all for tuning in. Had a fun show today. Cornell Powell was awesome. Great to catch up with him. Shane Winkler coming off the big softball victory. Brandon Manning, Ellerbe joined us as well. Got a packed show for you on Friday. We'll wrap up the week in a fun way. 3 o'clock on Friday. We're going to talk to you then on Pirate Radio Live. Until then, for Shirley Rhodes, the man of Chan, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive